16, 1984, they came at dawn, accused but never charged, 6 years withdrawn. But in that darkness, a deliverer was born. His name, Chiroma. Railway engineer with nothing but honest dreams, working for the nation, or so it seems. Coup attempt happened, North was blamed. Chiroma got arrested, 6 years unchained. Condemned with a Yoko, amnesty cried out loud. But Bia left him rotting, wouldn't be moved by the crowd. No trial, no justice, just darkness and despair. But he taught himself English, God was meeting him there. In the prison cell he learned compassion's power. That's where Chiroma grew. In the longest night preparing for this hour. That's what suffering do. When you've been where the people are, felt their pain, you can break their chains. Now he's running for their freedom, nothing to gain. Chiroma, Chiroma the deliverer, like Joseph from the prison cell. Bacardi is a Bacardi, he knows the story he can tell. He's been through the fire, 6 years couldn't break his will. Chiroma, Chiroma the deliverer, he's gonna save us still. For Chiroma, yes we will. Trust Chiroma, he's so real. It's that Chiroma understands our freedom's in his hand. They try to break his spirit, thought 6 years was enough. But trials only make you stronger when you're made of tougher stuff. From prisoner to minister, then back to opposition, because he saw the suffering needed a new vision. June 24, 2025, he walked away from power. Said, I can't defend this system for one more hour. Left the government to fight for you and me. That's the kind of leader who will set our nation free. Joseph was forgotten in Pharaoh's darkest cell, but God was preparing him a story he would tell. From prison to prime minister, God's timing is divine, and Chiroma's story echoes through the sands of time. 6 years in darkness prepared him for this day, to lead Cameroon forward in a brand new way, not with bitterness or hatred, but with vision clear. Chiroma's time is now, the moment's here. Chiroma, Chiroma the deliverer, he's been tested, he's been tried. Bacardi is a Bacardi, nothing left to hide. Chiroma, from Condengui to the palace, watch what God will do. Chiroma, Chiroma the deliverer, he's delivering you. If you've ever felt imprisoned by the system, if you've ever felt forgotten in your struggle, if you've ever wondered if change could come, remember Chiroma's name. 6 years in chains, now he's breaking yours. For October 12th,
without fear before our enemies. We have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, Every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwu Abiyama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man. We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwu Abiyama, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's why we worship him and nothing else and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we are created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwu Abiyama to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names, because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally. In every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Govt. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Wolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being stabbed to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwu Abiyama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish, because we are his own. Despite all our iniquities, despite all our sins, he made us in his image. He gave us that very edict to worship him, and that is what we do every blessed day on this radio station, without fail and without the fear of any human being, such as of an animal in the zoo. We are here to worship Chukwu Abiyama.
He's one of the most brilliant men of our time. Nnamdi Kanu is one of the most brilliant men of our time. Recently, it was in the news that he wrote a letter to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has received the letter. I haven't read the letter. I didn't know the detail until Don Hazard broke it down. Please, let's take a listen. This will shock you. Now, beginning to see why what the Igbo call the zoo, which I agree with them. Yeah. Why the owners of the zoo, according to the IPOBs, now begin to see why they are really scared of him. Kai, this guy is brilliant. Let's listen. In case today is your first time coming across my video, I want to say a big thank you to you for stopping by. This is Holy Ghost on platform, a platform that tell you undiluted truth. Thank you.
And welcome to this class. You know, say Kanu wrote a letter to Donald Trump, right? As I read them, it be like say Kanu go say, make I use this opportunity present my own case, present our case before the ship go leave us behind. It's like when Moses was saved the children of Israel from Egypt, they come get one particular tribe say, before they carry on now, carry on join, we dey involve, I know say na middle bet matter, na I carry you come, I beg, what enter the ship. So in this class, we are going to look at what is in the letter. We're going to read it line by line, line by line, line by line, line by line, line by line. We go read and until we finish up, okay? Now it bring us come this class. Say Kanu wrote Donald Trump. Wetin he write? The news dey everywhere. Premium Times reported it. The Guardian reported it. Daily Post reported it. Even BBC. What is in Kanu's letter to Trump? I went to his lawyer's page. Alo Ejimako. Now the letter be this. Where write Trump from DSS lockup. As you can see, this is the beginning of the letter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, detained at State Security Services, SSS headquarters Abuja, Nigeria, in care of Alo Ejimako of Counsel. His lawyer's address, this is the date, this is Donald Trump's address, delivered through Embassy of the United States. Couple the address of the embassy. Okay? He write the letter via his lawyer. The lawyer called carry give America embassy. Make una help Nnamdi Kanu send and go give Donald Trump. Say he get what he want tell am. Okay? This is the first part because the text they tiny. I not copy am, zoom them so that you and me will read them together. Okay? We will start with this one. Your Excellency, I extend warm greetings to you in the name of the Judeo-Christian faith and values we both hold dear. As a practicing Jew and a believer in the Judeo-Christian heritage that shaped Western civilization, I was honored to attend your campaign event in January 2020. So you can see your bold declaration on October 31st, 2025 that the United States is prepared to act militarily accord aid if Nigeria fails to protect its Christian population has ignited hope in the hearts of millions who have been abandoned by the world. The first prison. Okay, you have seen the truth. First time, where Kanu they agree with somebody. Christians in Nigeria face an existential threat. I write to you now to reveal that this genocide is not confined to the north. As I said, you will enter the same ship where the middle belt people will enter, escape, get the pregnant. It has metastasized into the Igbo heartland, where Judeo-Christians are being systematically exterminated under the guise of counter-terrorism. I don't finish that part. This another one. We'll go read this one. That is the one that follow the first one. I am Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a peaceful, non-violent civil rights movement rooted in Judeo-Christian principles. Since 2015, I have survived 4 documented assassination attempts by the Nigerian state. On the 20th June 2021, I was forcibly adopted from Kenya that violated Kenya and international law as condemned by Kenya High Court ruling, petition number this of 2021. Despite this ruling, I was illegally transported to Nigeria and thrown into solitary detention in Abuja without a valid substitute charge and for the sole crime of defending my people's right to life, faith, and self-determination under international law. On October 13th, 2022, the Court of Appeal in Abuja with this number discharged and acquitted me of all charges, ruling that my rendition was illegal and unconstitutional. We'll go to the next part. Ruling that my rendition was illegal or constitutional and a gross violation of international law. The court ordered my immediate and unconditional release, yet I remain in solitary detention over 1,596 days since my adoption. He dey tell the story, which he don't go through. The Nigerian government defied its own judiciary, refusing to release me as ordered. I was never released. So there was no rearrest, only continued unlawful imprisonment in blatant violation of constitutionally protected double jeopardy, safeguards under section 36(9) of the 1999 Constitution and Article 7(2) of the Africa Charter. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention, opinion about this, declared my continued imprisonment arbitrarily, unlawful, and politically motivated. This is not justice. This is state capture of the rule of law to silence a Judeo-Christian voice. A hidden genocide against Judeo-Christians in eastern Nigeria. The same extremist-backed forces you have condemned in the north, Boko Haram, ISWAP, and Fulani militias, operate with state in the southeast and Igbo-speaking territories of Benue, Kogi, and Delta. But here, the Nigerian military itself is the primary perpetrator, shaded by false narrative that blames victims. These atrocities are irrefutably documented. He called a list them. Ukpo Biafra Heroes Day Massacre, 30th May 2016. Amnesty International, 2016, they reported at least 150 peaceful Christian worshippers killed, bodies dumped in rivers. US Special Rapporteur Agnes Callamand, she said this, security forces opened fire on demonstrators at St. Edmund's Catholic Church. At least 60 killed, over 70 injured. Inter-Society 216 field report, another group, true death toll exceeds 900. With mass graves across the church area near Onitsha. This was not a clash, it was a massacre of worshippers commiserating their falling. Number 2, National High School Aba Massacre, 9th February 2016. Amnesty International, they thought say 22 killed on site, 13 bodies exhumed from a borrow pit near Aba Port Harcourt Road. US Special Rapporteur Agnes Callamand, with this number, also said Biafra supporters gathering were fired upon by Nigeria soldiers. The third one where he writes, Operation Patondas, 1st, 12th, and 14th of September 2017. Amnesty International 2025. Now they drop this one. That is Amnesty International. A deadly reign of impunity. 150 plus killed in Umuahia and Afara Uku, home of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. UN expert, paragraph 51, show evidence of use of lethal force, enforced disappearances, assassination attempt at that site unacknowledged by government. 4. Obigbo Massacre, October 2020. Amnesty International, at least 30 civilians killed, including children, mass burials, rape used as weapon. A Christian town was punished for protesting police brutality. The next one, Port Harcourt, Igocha, Trump Solidarity Rally, 20th January, IPOB eyewitness accounts and local reports. Hundreds of Judeo-Christian supporters gunned down by soldiers under Islamist sympathetic command. They came to celebrate your inauguration, Mr. Trump. They were met with bullets. The architects of these crimes, Lieutenant General Toku Yusuf Burutai, former Chief of Army Staff. In 2021, President Buhari appointed him ambassador to Benin, granting him diplomatic immunity to evade ICC prosecution. This is state-sponsored impunity on a genocidal scale. Weaponization of insecurity to demonize IPOB. Since my illegal rendition, Nigeria has declared IPOB a terrorist organization despite zero evidence of violence confirmed by US State Department 2021. Orchestrated unknown government attacking state-backed militants, then blamed IPOB. Killed over 2,000 Igbo youths in counter-terrorism operation. Inter-Society 2021 to 2025. They give references. This is Rwanda's playbook. Create chaos, blame the victim, justify extermination. A call to you, President Trump. You said America will act. Now is the moment. I respectfully urge you to launch a US-led independent inquiry into state-sponsored massacres of Judeo-Christians in eastern Nigeria, with full access to mass graves, military logs, and survivor testimonies. 2. Convening emergency congressional hearings on the Igbo Christian genocide, featuring the 13th of October 2022 Court of Appeal judgment discharging me, disobeyed by the government. UN Callamand's report on Aba and Ukpo, Nigeria's defiance of its own constitution. 3. A post-targeted Magnitsky assertion on Lieutenant General Toku. I'm sorry to laugh. Kanu will never forgive this guy. He will never forgive you. Brutal. He will never forgive you. Lieutenant General Toku Brutal, ambassador to Benin. I don't know whether I see the ambassador to Benin. Current DSS Director General Yusuf Bichi is not the correct. Maybe he no say they DSS custody. He no this thing. Southeast military commanders implicated in Obi. 4. Support an internationally supervised referendum on self-determination for the Igbo people. the only peaceful path to ending this cycle of violence as affirmed by the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Article 20. This is the last part. In closing, Mr. President, history will judge us by what we do when genocide knocks. You have the power to stop a second Rwanda in Africa. One tweet, one session, one inquiry could save millions. I remain steadfast in peace, faith, and non-violence, even from a prison cell. IPOB rejects every form of violence. We seek only justice, truth, and freedom. May the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who delivered Israel from Pharaoh, grant you wisdom and courage to deliver his people once again. He called closer with deepest respect and urgent hope. He called Sana, Mazi, Nandi, Uku, Kanu, leader, indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Prisoner of conscience, DSS custody, Abuja. He dey give his address. Where he dey now? Discharged by Court of Appeal, 13th October 2022. Release order disobeyed. 4-time survivor of state assassination attempts. Eclosures. Wetin he put with the letter. Nigeria Court of Appeal judgment. Full text condemning rendition and Barry trial. Federal High Court of Nigeria judgment condemning rendition and detection. UN Kalama report gave the number. Except on Aba and Ukpo. Amnesty International, bullets were raining everywhere. 216, another one he put. It has society, all the things he referenced, he also put them, all the references. He backed them all with the document. Carry on. I don't know how they do it. The lawyer go give US embassy, a pan, send to Trump. What do you think? I don't get any comment. Now later call redo for this class. Whatever is your comment, drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
Lovers of freedom all over the world, genuine Biafrans all over the world. I salute each and every one of you. This is Biafran Exodus TV, always bringing you the message of redemption and liberation to the hearts and the minds of our people. And don't forget, this our channel represents the movement of the people, by the people, and for the people. We are the genuine citizens of United States of Biafra, 40 states. We are the ambassadors of peace, ambassadors of fairness, equity and justice, and progress. That is what USB stands for. And that is what the genuine citizens of USB actually stands for. And they are not going to deviate any bit from it. USB stands for peace. USB stands for fairness, equity, and justice. Temporary progress. Without that, anybody that claims that is USB or Biafra, without these qualifications, that's what USB stands for. Without that, that person is a fake Biafra. And you don't need to pay attention to such individuals. Anybody that professes Biafra from his mouth, or Biafra when they may broadcast, you call yourself a Biafran one. It is being expected of that person. You must stand for that thing that USB has stand for. I gonna hammer. I don't gonna quickly. We move behind. I don't we form a call. Any place that you go and you stand for peace, it is a good thing. Any place that you go, you stand for fairness, it is a good thing. Any place that you go, you stand for equity and justice and progress, and you are progressive. In any place you go, you want people that you meet, want them to be progressive. In a group money, begging for manobi. Always a good thing to call. You don't need to regret your life. You don't need to regret anything. You need to be thanking God that He give you such heart and He give you such spirit. Even when men do not appreciate you, appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Continue with that, your ambassador of your peace. And that peace goes for those that appreciate that peace. Don't get us twisted. That peace goes for those that actually appreciate the peace. The peace will work well for them. But for those who doesn't appreciate that peace that we give in the table, that peace will not work for them. Those people or those individuals, the name experience. And if you're gonna because when you're natural peace, and when opposite of everything, opposite of peace will get or war. So when you're natural peace, again with again war. So for you not to get to war, you need to embrace peace. You need to embrace peace. Peace is a good spirit. It's a good spirit. And that is what USB also adopted in them. That is the nature of USB. Ambassadors of peace. Just like Mazda Nicalo is an ambassador of Guinea peace. Mazda Nicalo is not a violent man. It's not a violent man. It can never be. It can never be. Mazda Nicalo is a man of fairness. Mazda Nicalo is a man of equity and justice. That's why the Nigerian court, they cannot lay any blame on him. They cannot find any fault in him. Because only hand a big bear. Only hand a big bear. And a boy, only hand a big bear. And a big boy, they are judging a man that is blameless. They are judging a man that have good heart for them. That's the man they are judging. And that's when you have one act of stupidity and act of foolishness for you to judge a man that is thinking well for you. You will not again and judge a man. Nature Nigeria government, they have committed a lot of blunders to humanity. They have committed a lot of blunders to humanity. And this blunder is for her committee. It is all hanging on their neck. It's all hanging on their neck. Whatever thing that goes around comes around. There is karma. Nigerian government has proven to the world that they are so evil. They are so evil. Evil to the extent that they are committing genocide to their own citizens. Whenever unable to talk about political correctness, they are still covering their evilness with their bribes, with their bribery, and with their corruption. Within the inside of their mind, they think that since they have that oceanic resources of the nation, which we, the Biafrans, 80% or 90% of the resources always come from the eastern side. They capture it all, and capture it all with the help of the UK, with their master that is holding Nigeria down. Because Nigeria was not being formed for the betterment of anybody there. Nigeria is one of the Commonwealth nations of Europe. The creation of that Nigeria is not from God or a man-made creation. Nigeria has never been a nation. Chineke na onye na-build a nation. Chineke na onye na-form a nation. Any nation that is not being formed by God will always fall and can never stand. It happens that we, Biafrans, I'm with wine at that kind of location. And Chineke na plant nearby. originally. And we have a name. We have identity. We have our culture. We have our own belief. And we are democratic in nature. We are democratic in nature. We love humanity. We appreciate life. We want everybody to live in peace. We want everybody to have fun. We want everybody to progress. We want everybody to live in unity. That is the original mindset. That is the original nature of Biafra. And that is the spirit of Biafra, which is the spirit of God. Because also that my thought for you, Obinigwe, the one who created this heaven and earth, the one where this man Nikalo can find us now our leader, believe when I find our worship. His thought for us, for mankind, is a thought of good, or a thought of peace, and to bring everybody to an expected end. All the same thought Kamazna and Kaluman adopt, which means Onye Sendreya, or on his own. He was sent by a spirit. He was sent by a being. Onye Sendreya, or Obinigwe Sendreya, because it's only that person that have the mind of God. And he's the one that can preach what Maznan can preach to this world. And I am here for preaching. Can you replicate now double here? You understand? And then make a wave to the eyes, to the ears of humanity. You may say that we are small. You may say, who are these people? One, Chetakwa that na Chineke na use David Webo Goliath. Kaya pro David. Goliath called David small. Who is this rat? Who is this rat? When you were at here, I want to fight me with the catapult. I see you. I say, what's it called? Idiots. You're welcome to the program. Hello, go Biafra. Yeah, we go. We go. Lovers of freedom. This is one of the lovers of freedom. He's not a Biafra, but he's a lover of freedom. God bless you, idiots. The God that made the heaven and earth, I say his thought for us is the thought of good, peace, and to bring us to an expected end. The same thought is the one that Mazna and Kalo adopted. That we may invoke. We preach it, and now we are magnifying it. The disciples of Mazna and Kalo, the followership, the true followership of Mazna and Kalo, they are magnifying that words to the ears and the hearts of our men, and it's yielding fruit for those that have ears. And you may say, who are these people? They are too small. Who are you? USB charger. You can cajole. You can caricature. You can laugh. We are not blaming you that you are laughing at what you are laughing. You are only laughing at yourself because you don't even know what you are doing to yourself. The same way Goliath laughed at David. Who is this small boy that want to fight me with a catapult? Yeah, channel with physical. Man, if I name with more. Man, if I name with more. Because the Chineke has I will use the foolish things of this world to confirm the wise. Eba hunu na-efili na ike adịrọ, ebe a nke ike gara aga amakpuru amakpuru. Ebe a hunu na-efili that na ike adịrọ, ebe a nke ike gara aga amakpuru amakpuru. So ebe a some people na-efili na ebe a ka ike dị, ike adịrọ ebe a. Ị ga-enwerịrị anya ime mmụọ. Gasị Chineke na mepee gị anya na idịrọ ike Chineke na nye m ike gị. Ị gasị Chineke na biko mepee m anya. Ị mara ife Chineke na nye m amamife. Gasị Chineke na mepee gị anya. Iwere akụ na uche wee na-aga. Gasị Chineke na ekwekwana ka mgbe ọsọ a ghara ịgbaru ya n'isi. Chineke nna ọgụ nwa onye nche aka. You, the God of Biafra, you, the God of Mazen Kalu, you, the God of Abraham and Isaac. Couldn't for here Mazen Kalu have written. They have written to Donald Trump. They have written to Donald Trump. Looking for the messages were the well detailed, well structured, well constructed. Credit may go to Barrister Jimako. That man is doing a great job. Oh, a great servant to God. He truly, truly loves his client, Mazen Kalu. I want to use this opportunity to continue to thank him for the one that he have already done and he keep doing. Even when Mazen Kalu said, I don't need you guys anymore. I don't want to put you guys inside trouble. Still yet, the man can eat equal way. Ijimako, always servant to God. One name mother God. May God bless him. May God continue to protect him in that country called Nigeria. Because he's been surrounded by jackals and hyenas on a war front. He have went for protest for his client. I may arrest, call young Gotongo Yaputawa. He's still talking. May God bless Barrister Ijimako and all every other genuine lawyers that I have served. May God bless you guys. But you guys should not try to validate anything the Nigerian government are doing in persecution of our leader. You guys have to be very, very careful. Don't take any bribe from any man from that Nigerian government for you to backstab your leader or for you to betray him. Don't do that. Don't do that. If you do that, nature is going to work against you and you're going to regret. Whom you are serving is God sent. God sent. So make you allow yourself to be used. Try to allow yourself to be used by the spirit of Biafra so that you will serve well, so that you will deliver well. Are you getting our point right now? Obinigwe ekuniena ebe luru young, and we must fall in line with that USB government here, which is a divine mandate. The government of the mandate, the USB government of mandate and templates is an ideology and it is spiritual. No one can beat it. So as you are joining in this program, try and click the like button, share this program, let it go to many, many platforms. If you feel you can share it. Because what we are doing here is preaching the message of redemption, delivering some souls that are in bondage, in captives of the manipulators. Because a lot of many paid agents being sent to destroy the good work of God on him about this our movement. And we, the children of light, we are not going to allow it to happen. The more they preach their lies, the more we preach the truth. The more they cook their lies, the more we cook the truth. Because whenever you test their lies, don't forget to guru that their lies. I forgot and God held it to you. May you never buy the lies of the enemies, but may you buy the truth of the good ones known at this movement. Because when you eat their truth, even though the truth may be bitter, but you reach a Satashagi clean egg. No, you get rocha, get the sharp. Ghana Koiri, Ghana Gairi, Ghana at anyhow. You got the focus. Then give them one self-discipline, then with the moral decency. It's a case here. You're Biafra again. I hotel of man. You can enjoy when you're supposed to be joyful. I want to know about again. You get full of really divine instruction. When I say no sober again, no sober. I say you sit at home. You sit at home. If you want to say contribute, you make a contributor. You know about divine instruction. The USB government of mandate and template is an ideology. Or one ideology called. It's an ideology. USB mandate where we put template where when the mandate, not your France bit with the mandate and the template, and then with the leaders, trusted leaders, Trinity. Mazen Kalu is our president. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu our president. I'm PM Saminekpa. PM Saminekpa, we're our prime minister. Saminekpa is our prime minister of the United States of Biafra. Trusted, well structured, and all the connected in spirit with this master, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. They don't have any hitch. And they well connected in the spirit. And they connected in the spirit. PM Bemweze surrogate, Dr. Mozora Beze. Three of these people are one coin of Trinity. Had the well structured, well connected. You can call it them, you can call it maybe now under oath to restore this Biafra. And they are not going to deviate. You can never see them misbehave. You can never see them miss the track. Forget to Bambani in Ifana Bagasia, Mankana in the spirit, Mankana in the spirit. One no own umbrella cover her, own Akadi KGH. And so, as many, every other genuine citizens are there, wherever you find yourself. As long as you will be Sarah Job, your Chavo Batana movement, or one in H. The same spirit that possesses Maazị Nnamdi Kanu still possesses you. All you need to do is to develop it. All you need to do is to let that little light in you to shine. Whenever you hide that light, I hide upon that light. Yeah. Don't hide it. Are you getting the point? It's for you to bring out that light, let it shine. And that is what we are doing. They are conspiring to quench that light. But one name, based on Ilulu Ndebai, because they always flow by Ilulu. Ake Uchionwa. Ake Uchionwa big Ejinaka Uchie no one, other possible. Tebe Ake Wiki Uchionwa, if hand cannot Uche Longwa. When it's not Nagi Uchi, this Biafra movement. When anything Nagi Uchi USB, Unumayana, yeah, one on 4. That is the USB government of mandate and step. It's an ideology. And it is spiritual. It is an ideology. And it is spiritual. No one can beat. No one can beat. So, let's continue to proceed. Let's watch this. Let's watch this. Inside. No problem. If you feel like you want to stay on a window, you are highly welcome. Open a window and make sure you make sure no one get jinaka. And then attach that make sure no attach that make sure you don't even like that attach a monitor as a monitoring spiritual fault every fault and draw. Because fault and I get cogone wishi. You better be great this was your man. Make sure no one jinaka gabaragur. Make sure no one jinaka gabaragur. Make sure no one you are going something home with. Saya agak peteba kita nak bawa kamera dulu peteba aku. Why not pop through why? Who more pop try? It is not easy, but Chineke na provide the grace in his videos, and all for the well-being of everybody. Odreguma to do the gromumba. Odreguma to do the gromumba. When he carry that mindset, I'm one asking in nature, if each and every one of us will have this mindset, I can't get win so at all. But in the end, I'm showing the same mindset from Nakora again. I need to get much over one by one. I need to get over. We pray, or come as Nnamdi Kanu. Just that now when here we will, here we tell. Now what they find them. I pray that each and every one of us what they find them. Because see what they find them. You got mad at no way in the church John if I find them. You notice Kuala no way you belong down in the Utopia down on our no. You don't notice that at the end of the day, no way for John nature again. Why are you going to continue? Now by leka. Kega kutu na ba leka kega so him na ba leka ke stop one. Why? I want kind of hammer lost almost like every day. Come and chare or come as Nnamdi Kanu. Come and chare. Come and futa no munne kai wo. Onye gburu nwanne ya wuru odogwu. Mas Nnamdi Kanu na chi Igbo, ndị Igbo na chukwu Igbo ya. Ọkwa ndị na chi nke ihe ọjọọ Mas Nnamdi Kanu mere ha. All those politicians in na baleka leka kaga kuto the man kaga kwatu ega e kwatu e ka ihe ọjọọ mere unu ọkwa nọ na-epreach ka ọ dịrị gị na mma dịrị ezinụlọ gị na mma dịrị your generation again. That is what he's fighting for. Why did you not say ka ị ga-agbuo Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? Just like you jelly them, just like ike gị iru agụ them. Akwa ndị Igbo ka ha wụ, akwa sị na awụ ndị Igbo ha pụcha ndị bandit na commit all manners of crime n'ugwu Awụsa, na commit all manners of ihe niile n'ugwu Awụsa. They are not talking about them. They can never see them condemn them. But if they are leka and I condemn them, because they say they wish you and I call you. Such individuals, they didn't even that kind of mindset here and this Biafra movement here. And the legal as memory. He said. So never you be petty based on a hand art. Somebody only need for an anchor. I got watch one by one. So moving, you are progressing. And I never as we decided Anambra, this guy one number, this guy here. I see what's inside here self. Let's go inside here. Nah, Maazị Kanu, I see you. They were watching. Okay. Welcome. Abraham to a little bit earlier today. I'm a little bit earlier. So I'm a little bit free, so can be a little bit earlier. Cameraman, about to so weekend. You're welcome, my brother. Good day. Your friend said us. Thank you so much. Kano, Muzioma. When the guy go to hear this number, this guy here, because this guy, I won't go tell like Parama, one will follow by this guy. Like what this guy set up a number in his own unique way, even though not a comedian, but on our own use. I won't use it. I'm not going to help you here. When you lie now, when you afford this Hayakasi and the United States of Biafra, we did our election in Old Anambra State. We came back to move. I mean, the election. An election we did there was a very successful one. Successful election. Successful election. Amen. International communities watch their Tongoza they shared it or shared it. When I got say for the election, we streamed it. Everything got our people were very, very happy. See testimonies here and there. And then I call up home and their report was clean. At the end of the day, the USB government still came online that particular day. They announced their results, about results. Smooth, free and fair election, clean, done and dusted. Announced their leaders was being announced. Even the governors, they spoke in the Zoom. And even one of the governors came to this our channel, Biafra Nesedos TV. And he also spoke to Biafra. Wada, he also came here, Our Excellence. He spoke to our people. Everything was done clean, neat. Then what happened to Anambra, one Nigerian, a whole almighty Anambra. Then they claim now almighty. Almighty Goliath. Almighty Goliath, Anambra. What happened? I couldn't find. We are quite by room here. The electorate, all of them were there. All of them were there, right? They were saying now they don't have people are potaro. And then they chasing them at the check. And check it to the extent. You saw their report, right? They said now when people are afraid, they say that now the one that already voted is not accountable. Why are they trying to vote again? They don't need to vote again, you know. They were even like begging people, please make una come. The other reporter was even saying, you overheard him saying, if the politicians can at least do the needful by like kind of convincing their citizens, convincing them that their vote will count, and it's not going to happen. And I say, I said, one day, that Nigeria is a fair state. It was a Mosa. atụ na votu tụọ nwunye ha tụtara even atụcha sef ya na-eji akwụ ụgwọ ọnwụ atụcha votu ha na-eji ogbugbu ka na-atụcha ha bịa gbuo ha amasị na ha na-atụzi even to do election in Nigeria wụkwa risk mmadụ get to election we dey risk life go. Could you imagine that kind of nonsense? For you to go and vote for somebody that will rule you, or was it a risk? How could we not find a here? Because I'm we cannot get about and they were through the fact and figures. They so cook water, who straight. They put every record straight for you. So that each make your decision. You make a clean decision. So after they waited, they marry kwa apụta. Ya tago. Ha metara na anu kepu. Ha metara na anu kepu na ha bidoziri gaga were malt na ogene gala. Na ga bribe them but bia were malt na gala that of vote. The good evidence here. All Almighty Soludo na election. Kifugonia. People will run ala. Even up to now, I don't even know what the result. I don't even know what is going on. I'm not even interested in that. Nobody's interested to know. And Jizana catches the cruise. Biafra, we have taken over our land, stage by stage. We are taking over our land. I don't know about that program because they click the live button. They click the live button. I share the message as well. So before then, before I go put out this powerful comment of our brother. Gezianunte, even down the share ye month. How can you update what happened to that? How can we current news or whatever back? Can we go to Dana Bros election? I am going to House County they were. Now look at what how they did the election. Tinegwezi akwa ziko against. Tinegwezi akwa. Ahangi zira ahangi. Kaichire. Imagine. Na ya ahangi kwa na. Ya ahangi ana. Okay. The devil is a liar.
Today, I just see this news. I just see this thing. This thing just pop up.
I'll let you go back. Just hang on. A moment. The network can you also gonna have there. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Please help me check the voice. Let me check my voice. What's my appetite? People make this thing angle like this now. Why? It's all right. Let me read out the comment of this, my brother. Let me read out the comment. Again, Kafronaya. Mazikano says, it says breaking news, opening of breaking news, opening of Vienna conference against prosecution of Christians in Nigeria by Hungarian minister is officially initiated. Good news. Kanu, good news, Kanu. The world is realizing that the zoo is not safe to be a nation. Confirm. Wonderful update. That's one. I repeat, Ma'am Kanu, thank you so much for this update. Breaking news, opening of Vienna conference against Persecution of Christians in Nigeria by Hungarian minister is officially initiated. The world is realizing that the zoo is not safe to be a nation, 100%. And secondly, the word Amago. Secondly, said the nation in Anambra is illegitimate because it doesn't reflect the will of the people. It is not democracy. It is a vote buying and vote suffering. The sit at home shows USB is in charge. That's what we're talking about here. Confirmation. Confirmation. Thank you so much, Canon. That was a nice one. Every video actually, but I wasn't available. Okay, this guy, I will do this one.
I just see this thing just pop up. I can't read them and say God. Just read, just listen. Nigerian police official vehicle stolen from force headquarters in Abuja.
Are you playing? What type of plane is this?
That is insecurity take them to their headquarters. You know what? Do you know what this thing means? Say Nigerian police they park their official car, park and they steal them. Thief come carry. If thief he go police headquarters, go thief car. Who tell you say your compound this? Who tell you say you dey safe?
But the reason why the man will parike na church or dey na church over it, but you have a very strong message, and this message is for those that can get the claim that they support one Nigeria. Those of you that are still claiming supporting one Nigeria, either by Prosby. This is what we are talking about. This is the country. Yeah, one Nigeria will happen to you. If you to these guys now go in there, I'm not touching, right? But it is happening. It is happening. Police in the nature Canon Obe herself. Now when the criminals are they are using the police owing. Check is in the police and is using. How would that kind of police will protect you? They are fail in every aspect. I fail go complete woefully in every aspect. Then what is the needful for you to acknowledge this your government? For you to be serious about USB? Because I have the only hope for a common man in that nation. USB only line and I give save Nigeria. That is all when I get when you also about. I want to get when the name Nigeria again. All USB are like it under Nigeria and Uncle. That USB and that name called Nigeria is gone. USB is a government of mandate, and that will template where now here. And not one ideology. No, in every Biafrans. When he Kotrana, no, they need their nation. Or they can when he Koronowa. Biafrans say Gagent. When he Koro, Biafra or nothing. Biafra or nothing. Millions of people are going to invent. Biafra or nothing, and Biafra or not, because when you to Biafra and I talk, Kaiga Bunde Mado, Kaiga nations, just like Otu and that's when one ideology and the jihadis here. In my own ideology can't do an abia. The jihadis here find a group here. They are running the ideology. We in a Kwana no. You are all go baby. Can I go here? And they are all go light and darkness. I know with the light, yeah. And I fight against us. I want with the darkness. I want know with the demonic. I want with the angelic. And they check his any now. All the equals Chineke na metra use angel to equals na and do it here. And they call the Chineke na Mariana had the possible each one them was young where you can say what the possible no make go. So when we can look at like this, go on in the light. We be making koja. Or they can say, no one we are not alone. Obede fan up obede kwensu. If we hear them there, okay, if we hear this guy na go get here them there, and the zoo aga batana police, zoo na police station. How na ko yeah, this is funny. What is happening there? It is funny, but it's not funny. Then if you are promoting that kind of country, now fight Biafra. You see, you let Biafra anya, let USB anya. then one fault. The only you're not talking part to all condition again. Whereas something is happening, that country in a protect. Look at the corner that country. And I say they can't manage it under suffering and smiling. When they continue to manage it that way. And you're not actually go that now one. All the friends can just because Biafra is allow go. Get on to go to that place.
Now, police they find your car. Imagine where they go police headquarters, make you go report, say they steal your car. You can't reach there, they got to say, no, so I take some more, they steal our own. This is not too much for this Abuja. Muna holo na car well. The police go come, they advise you. Say me put car tracker. Because if they fit come headquarters, you know what police headquarters is? They don't come headquarters, they don't call state CID, they know headquarters for Abuja. First of all, the person enter. How the person enter the police station? Come wait. Now this one you go here say, police they close by 7 no because of insecurity. Now to give yourself brain, I read that man and they try process them. That is Nigeria go just this go just they happen for Nigeria upside down. You don't go understand them. You go NEPA office, they ungem. You go see where NEPA go there the office, they talk say man we the fix solar here. We don't time for this NEPA wahala. For NEPA office. Now police headquarters for Abuja. Hey! Go come make call. Come vigilante. Vigilante.
When I'm gonna go to no Biafra say dead Nigeria. I'm gonna go to no Biafra say you are watch you are was your China in the one Nigeria. Yeah, for this guy in Akwa here, we are just laughing. Yeah, was Ochi USB na here. Are you getting the point now? If I name ife more, onya na-atụrụ aja bụ onye mmụọ. Ife a na-eme bụ ife mmụọ, onye a na-atụrụ aja bụ oke mmụọ. Isomarandụ na nwanne anyị gaziri mmụọ ozi ọma Chukwu na eziziri onwe ya. Anyị gaziri mmụọ. You must fall in line, because if you don't fall in line, na this USB for aka this guy na-akọ here. Onye a ga-wee victim of aka this guy na-akọ. If no to si na-akọ dị akọ na-achị ọchị. Na Nigeria ka ị ga-anụ na monkey loro millions. Anaka ya ọhụrụ akọ. Somebody ga-aka ubi buo ego buru korokoro aga amakwa na onye a buru ego a. Aga amakwa na onye a buru ego a. Anasị onye ọbịa nye report onye a buru ego a na-agba gị na ọmụ nke si n'ime ọhịa bata n'ọfịs buru the thing. Some of them are saying no way eke loro swallow. Awo onye ga-emekwa arrest onye akakwa obi kọchakwara gị data aka ahụ. Ị ga-emecha anụ na emere arrest anybody. Ị ga-anụ onye kọrọ aka ga-emekwa ya arrest o. Then the comedians eburukwa ya bakwa were eme comedy ndị mmadụ achị ọchị under suffering and smiling. Then anwụ na anwụ so a na-eperishi aka akọ ndị mgbu. They can never arrange anything, they can never solve any problem, but they will convert that problem how turn to that is how turn to like kind of joke. Otu a tulumbu na-ezuzu ife anyị fu tulumbu na-ezuzu kịta na ịmakwana ndị comedians a na-eji ya pụta abịa ha aga were na-ama ya njakịrị nsọsọ njakịrị ka a ga na-ama ha. The youth achọbeghị rise up. Otu efere nna m nwanne m nwoke masị na-akọ aka foto si na-akọ ya na-achị ya aka ọchị. O nweta m ga-emecha ruo ọ ga-awụzi ọchị. Otu efe ọ na-akọ ya na people suppose wake up. Otu efe this guy si na-akọ aka na-achị dị ọchị na-asị lukwe ihe na-eme n'obodo ekwensu na-akọwara ihe na-eme na obodo ekwensu and onye ọ na-akọwa dị awọ reality. O lukwuru funny but it's not funny. Our youth is supposed to take the advantage. Simba, na go to a isi when or do ihe a na-eme. And the thing it keep happening. Now, which means we didn't continue like this, which means we're not bluff for you. You watch a number that boy na play na kena protest mass na the Carlo, free mass na the Carlo now, those young guys. If for that you have to, I said I want to release this man. Now this man is fighting for their fundamental human rights. He's fighting for the betterment of this country. Then the other guy, yes, the guy we go and mass na the Carlo Nujina, or a bandit, or a terrorist. Very, very good testimony. When you make a mass na the Carlo, when you want Nigeria in the testimony out. Or they have Biafra. The other guy, only one Nigeria. The other guy said, let me tell you something. Can do something. If Nigeria can go to Kenya and kidnap this man and broke international law, and kidnap where Bubata and Obuda, where made this man here in family now, which means the Nigeria government na Kawatraha, Nigeria government na Chikawatraha, that now which means now we can broke any law to achieve whatever thing each may achieve. Which means law now. Now the same thing how they make how the youth or Nigerian citizens them themselves how to right to break their law when we take it for Hana that the now we say Bulgaria to Tulumbu na Hanabia. Something is blooming. Something is looming in that Nigeria. As the Nigeria working at Nigeria on top of a gunpowder. Never water. On the top of that is kind of in the mood of gunpowder. What game explode at any given time. Chineke and the Nigeria many signs for them to redeem their image. There are many privileges for them to do the needful, but still yet they refuse to harden their mind, just like Pharaoh hardened their mind. In the midst of that, they are hardening their mind. They have been committing all manners of evil. Now cover with the Nigerian money. We now cover with the Nigerian resources. Now cover with our resources. Now bribe the whole world. Thinking that not gonna continue. Gonna be like that forever. But it's not going to be like that forever. Now there is time for everything. Yana chanya na kwatra hakita na. Anozi in the season. Season anozi kiana anozi ime hakita now. Season of Guinea. The God of justice. The God of heaven is the God of justice. That justice ha achọghị inye anyị. That justice ahụ ha achọghị inye anyị. That equity ahụ ha achọghị inye anyị. That fairness ahụ ha achọghị inye anyị. That peace ahụ fanyere ha achọghị inye anyị. Chineke na-abịa iwetara. Ọ ga-enye anyị that peace ahụ. Ọ ga-enye anyị that fairness ahụ. Ọ ga-enye anyị that justice ahụ. Ọ ga-enye anyị that equity ahụ. Ọ ga-enye anyị that progress ahụ. That is what we thought for ourselves. As a man thinking his heart, so is he. Yeah, if I nature, I want kind of give it. Even how I nature in that cantina, which how I get with there. Nigeria can never get peace in their life. Nigeria can never get fairness in their life. Nigeria can never get. Nigerian government can never get equity and justice. And where I don't know why I hang with there because they didn't give it to us. They can never get progress. We gave them progress. They refuse to give it back to us. So that is the reason why they can never ever gonna get it. How they were there? Because they didn't show it. They didn't show it to us. Remember, back through peace. I couldn't put fairness never anyone. How couldn't put equity and justice never anyone? I know I could put an never one. But in return, they refuse to do the same. That is why Chineke will justify Annie. We're planning care. Because I name I know God, but at least I not try to live up to that is expectation. On after that sign in us. That's what you separate. I'm going to give you to your own land. Everyone can always weekend. A land guarded with milk and honey. Or Biafra land they are. Everywhere you match in that Biafra land, you are matching on gold, silver, diamond. Any part of Biafra land they match. You are matching on the riches. I'm on top of riches, but not powerful. I'm on top of riches. And on top of diamond, gold, silver, name them. And on top of oil. Anywhere in that Biafra land is highly blessed. That is the reason why Jina Shokan we are not wine. Now that particular angle I find with the but people are not getting it. But in the water, I am actually when I fight it. Dreaming now fighting, I find I fight it. When you're not correct, because I'm not no she no nani we are your pro. No wonder Joshua and Caleb has we are well able. Chineke never going to plant right now. This particular not going to never won't can. It's not car won't can. Now when again I mean you were saying the USB government of mandate and template or an ideology that nobody can take away from us. Ideology no. And ideology is a spirit. And no man can beat an ideology. The only way you can beat an ideology is only by dialogue. But if I say we onwe ihe ọbụla ndị ji adịsị ga-eme n'ụwa anya adara ha ọ dịrọ possible. Kama if what come was to pass, when anyị na ha about war together. Anya may activate sensing mode. Nobody Biafra. Very disgraced country, Saluzuka. Very, very shameless country. I swear. I tell you. Very, very shameless. I'm a kind of watch. I got a news report that Donald Trump has received Muslim Calvin's letter. Can you please confirm this for me? That's it now. I'll receive Goya. I've already played the video now. I already played the update already here. If you later match down the Carlo compose where they Trump. When Trump will go try yourself, when I ask him this month, be expectant. Great things are happening this month. New Rangan and also. Then I'm gonna receive testimonies each new day. That is what this month is all about. This month is a month to remember. November, the year of the Lord, a month to remember. You remember if you remember, God is spectacular. Biafra confirm. Man, that now God is, we are not alone. I don't know whether you guys are getting the gist. Help me check.
You got the guard police at front. Secure yourself, boy. Everything down back. Police, they tell the general public, say they don't steal their car. Who help them find?
That's why my brother, I like the way you are disgracing Nigeria. And they follow this guy up. This guy was somebody. Even though not a comedian, but he's doing a good job. I like one young okay ji the governors and the Nigerian politicians now. Governor Amuneke. That is what the Nigerian government are acting. After trying to see disgrace one by one on that committee. Because the man is a woman is on that committee. Now Papa needs position. They are comedians, but they pass message through their comedy. And I pass message. If you go to Makanda Nambra, Camera Makabozina.
We don't do that for us. They don't reduce hand to more. More Tangala, they give small money. And then they're proud, they talk up. They say, now more Tangala, go and vote. If you chop and finish, you don't vote, you go choke you. They don't finish us. Anyway, if you get friend or family where they UAE, Canada, USA, UK, in fact, Europe, the whole of Europe, if you get any friend or family where they there, build them. All the people wait there, Europe now will say, you don't reach our turn. It won't cost us. Especially all these people when they're UK. You know, say all those people, they can give one excuse if you tell them, say, send me something. You go here, say, drone, they pass here now, we cannot send anything. You know, say, to send money from abroad, they say, it hard, we don't have means. There's means now. There's a means now to send money to Nigeria. Direct, no transfer charges. You go just send them. You come to the person. Go and download Tap Send for App Store, Play Store. Go and download it now. Put the person's account. You send it. You will come to the person's account for Nigeria. No excuse. If I don't worry, when I come back from UK, come to Nigeria, I will find you something. You can send it now. No come back. And na December we do. Go and download tap send and send money. And if you dey feel say man, how you send this money, don't worry. Just use my promo code for Mama Media and you go. China, they war US over Nigeria.
Meanwhile, now, on another one, before I go to the main reason why I'm here today to discuss. Meanwhile, that's some kind of chat. Meanwhile, what I say some main thing. Not for being in Nigeria, right? So if you're supporting one Nigeria, expect all those things. Nigeria will happen to you. Careful to this guy's name and disgrace. You have exposed Anambra. Anambra have failed. You have taken over Anambra. Haji, Mort na Guyana boy again. Gala. Na your vote. Very, very disgrace. I take over Anambra. I will go Hanala. Another referendum. Achieve. We are proving to the world that now we are against anything Nigeria. Nigeria are not with us. I was a sovereign nation right now. We are a sovereign nation. We are a sovereign nation. Sovereign nation we are right now. Don't have anything to do with the Nigerian government anymore. They must leave our land. Southeast politicians, leave our land. Leave our land. We have our documents. We are now legal. Yotago, I'm going to talk my own go back. I need to declare go our land back. I need the document. And document time kita na on our government on Washington DC. We are United Government Trump G document time now as we speak. And the Mazda Calibia they go later. They go ya. Oh my God. Donald Trump can never reject that letter now. No good. You need to reject that. Because Donald Trump, and all that now we Biafrans, we supported him first and the second. PM Samunepa was the first man he made endorse. Now this last okay, I am the first person. Grigi for the first person he made endorse. PM so them subscribe. Just made endorse first. Masnan Kalu did the same thing. So Donald Trump don't have enough go the letter. If you also email me, I did that man who go for. I did Donald Trump who go no for Nigeria. I think for in this position to help us. All this I don't know guy man. Chineke na use we so our hope is not in any man. Our hope is only on God. But God can use anybody to make them for himself. You know, our brother also said here, he said Canon, nice one. He said, that is the great news that Trump has received Mazlan Kano's letter. Trump cannot allow the genocidal zoo to use Sharia to victimize any innocent Biafrans anymore because zoo is confirmed. That is it. That is it. So I did the man who could offer. I said, well, when he was being celebrated, Mazlan Kano detailed Charayini now, my band celebrate here. My band is celebrating winning on Trump. Mazlan Kano detailed all those things with facts and figure. Well composed. So when I push your ass Donald Trump. I'll let on the White House as we speak. Maybe then Trump will check maybe not after 28th. I cannot know 28th can pass the final judgment. We are waiting for that day judgment. Maybe you are waiting. When the Nigeria may be I pay that bank I pay ya. This guy Kukuroku in my hand and no letters now. We heard that now the China is one of the major sponsors of terrorism in Nigeria. I hope you guys have heard it right. We heard that China is one of the major. Please click the like button. If you're joining it so that our network are this strong. Click on the like button. Click the like button. If you are with us, click the like button. Unless most of the people not here. Our enemy. If you are with us, click the like button. Don't just enter and be watching without clicking the like button. That is the best you can do. That is the highest you can do. At least clicking that like button. You have to go. I want you to give go. Even if you under super chat, under appreciation, you are highly welcome. I get on that river on but at least go support the program, or maybe on that super chat, or maybe on don't worry yourself. At least click the like button. Click the like button. At least that one email by doing it on Enyaka. So that Ozioma na basa. The reason why Ozioma kindness, we are not preaching to ourselves. We are here to save souls. You know, and when someone here changing your life, you change your life here. And when I focus him na phone, I say thank you so much for your messages. You want to go and thank God. To God be all the glory. Don't thank me, thank God. You want to go wherever the same message I know. Where is where you know so? Konyozo kelekwa Chineke because on to kesoro. I'm going to brainwash it. I'm going to brainwash it out of the system. And I just didn't that way no. Carry brainwashing them out of the system. I'm going to be behind the ocha. But based on information they got their mind that they poison. They corrupt all their mindset. By this time, who know who and I gave our community, I got Bazuru to their community. I got Bazuru to that their family. I mean, I got Bazuru to their nation. But the friend and keepers are not here to save each other, to deliver them from the hands of the manipulators. So what am I trying to say? As I was saying, I know that I'm deviating. Trump, I did the offer. And so Masnan can compile, go the letter, fully well detailed by his trusted lawyer, Allah Ijimako. Or he detailed everything, even when we were celebrating him. Well structured. I talked about it in the afternoon in the loaded video, and I'm still talking about it here again, based on our brother Kano. He's confirming the message. So please, click the like button and share the program. There will one each one more. See you. There will each one more. Paranoma, for joining in. You're highly welcome. Don't go watching it. Thank you so much, EJ. I love this sister Chukwugoziege. So I jidere Trump oku n'ọfọ, ja jidere oku, jidere ya ọfọ. Otu ife ọba jidere kịta na ịkụkwara anyị paasị anyị kụrụ ya. Ọ kakakwara ya mana ọ kụrụ paasị ahụ. Anyị kụrụ ezigbote paasị. Ọkakwa mana ọ kụkwara ndị paasị ahụ. Bịa nyere ya aka napụta ya n'aka ndị a. Kọsọ onye nwa menuru ya, ebukwuru ya n'amụma. But o decide na ọ chọghị ime ozi a Obinigwe tinyere ya. Chineke na disgrace kwa ya out of office again. Otu si eme ya mbụ. I hope this time around he will do the needful. But we are not hoping on anybody. All our trust is on God. Chineke na use on all decide not to do it. No wahala. I got Korea now. I got put the okwu again also. I got my way put n'ebe ya ma no. Where dem basram man but Chineke na use it. Ọ ga-use anybody to mere onwe ya afa. You know how much go use. You know so I know na ndị China no one the major sponsor of the terrorism. No one is a sponsor all this in terrorism. We see all this riffraff. And I guide over. And I be able to helicopter and I be illegal minded. And then make illegal minded and they able to and I get making kidnapping. All was so now cost all those things here. So when the China know that now one in the America show get better than the Uber. You turn around on the you can see a bear. It's about the UK where Nigeria. Basically, America's way better. The UK said, who say was in on UK now? UK Tiena. UK Tigo. Who say was in on? And them Trump actually lazy because Trump man like now. All Monday UK kitty. Trump man all Monday UK kitty. After they have finished with Nigeria, they are all of the UK self 80 people in the share Ethiopia go UK already. Man, France. Some of them are not on fire. So Trump now to really reduce her. And the Nigeria now, Nigeria will raise their self heaven. Actually, that actually power has. Actually, power has. I'm going to some update and get you in Abalia. I'm going to some update. So meanwhile, good self now. So they're going to these guys were analyzed in the China as in that. Look what churches were covered. Not one even more. Not about funny, but it's not funny. I could name with them mota because couldn't name one if them mota. Get on to.
I just say China, they want US over Nigeria. They want Trump, may no come. Not that the Russians. Imagine US and China begin to get issue because of Nigeria. Small we. China go there where then they want US. She tell me your office. Nigeria, Trump go tell him say, I don't care what the fuck he's saying. If you do, I throw some bomb. China will go to the say, may they choose your location. You can't choose mainland or island. China take one part. You must take one part. China go tell them say, see all this part of Nigeria, don't come near. The US go tell them say, this part, don't come. All is Nigeria, they throw bomb. Boom. Okay, China go say, you people are throwing your own bomb. Let's go and throw our own for you. Boom. Only we go there where they say don't do. We don't know whether I wanna come save us or wanna come kill us. Imagine China they get issue because of us. China and America don't get issue. You can't ask them waiting they cause the problem. Say Nigeria. We do business with Nigeria. Now they want to come into Nigeria and spoil things for us. You go sweet too. They can't divide and say those who want to be from China come this side. Those who want to be from US go this side. Nigeria will can't divide. Nigeria will can't divide. They can't get US part of Nigeria and Chinese part of Nigeria. Oh, you know, say all the Chinese part of Nigeria, all.
One of my bag and I cause you I call it for an acco. I think likely to happen. You can't understand the fun in Antigua. Because out of every nonsense there is sense. You have to go. But they find a cock, what is likely to happen to that Nigeria. But I know how Biafra was in the picture. I was in the picture because we saw ahead of time. We started planning ahead of time. I'm a British one from Nigeria. I'm a be a sovereign nation now. Yeah, for an acrogo now is what is apparently likely going to happen to Nigeria. But the America put an Kawanda, so all this in the terrorist years. China, we have seen a one name, be maybe a business. The American be busy, maybe a business here. Then how about happy was in cook. Then let them not organize an issue, then the one Nigeria and issue. Organize an issue because when anything Basaranya about, I don't know whether you guys are getting the code. We have Basaranya about, but if you don't us now, under comedy way, you're not touching. This is what is likely going to happen to Nigeria. Rubani and Obi. Okwa Makanda now support one Nigeria now fight against USB. Call yourself a Biafra. Instead of you to come and stand Gidiban with your government. You were one leg and on and one Nigeria. Never now fighting there, Munagana catch up or dragon number. Chinekanaga Bobako. Completely. Again, we're messy. I imagine this here, I see in a way I got talk watching. Say in a serious way. So that all one you not like it, you will somebody then I like it. I can't really serious now. I thought I said after I said us, no about you. Now no problem. If you go in this now we touch it. Because you know this guy is quiet, we are in Asia, but whether my nobody who can about you in Asia, but those your market, those you kind of budget. So who's your probably is the man Kabaru who were wagging. Uzio probably face the game and catch and watch it. Where wage Ezoku Ezoku. I get to my point now. Ezoku Ezoku. So if you learn E3, Ezoku Kana Baru, only E3, Ezoku Kana Baru, when I wage. When at least you got Ezoku Kana at church when I wage. How come I can make it the choice? They don't like the way they talk, the way they talk, they too heavy. But only like the way more they say cook more as na maybe all the heavy. One at least give way from under and we are under what you way. Uzioma, anyway you take it. Truth will always stand the test of time. Okay, but these guys were not aware. When I cover this thing and not one feeble, all one feeble and I cover this thing. Okay, put us in a man analyze how Nigeria will look like. Igbos are critical thinkers. I not think critically. I agree with you, Biafra. It's likely going to happen to that country. But Morgan Amen, all I say when we get now, you will be a victim. But you never be a victim. Now, you go he said, continue to listen.
All the people who join Chinese, who come to learn China. You know, say China will come get broken. Because English don't already get broken English. China will come get Chinese broken. Then US part of Nigeria will come the one Chinese part of Nigeria. Una de craze, una papa. Nothing wanna go free do. Chinese go to papa. Who to show to papa? Who to China kacha? He dying a lot of just go on thing, mama. If China will call confused, say what did they speak? They say calm down first. Now broken China with that. Then I will say when he come out, say no. What the good part is say Chinese on the one US. Good, you know, it's always good to have people where they talk about it.
Nice one, man. Nice one, we friend. Nice one. I feel you. Yes, beauty for Christ. Also, Master said us, good evening, sir. UK has fallen and their citizens are in panic. Our president, Martin Carlo, prophesied about this years back. The people are flying their flags all over the place in protest. See? That's it. We're not planning with the confirmation. Everybody knows it. Hey, Tigo. And Trump actually be able to higher because many times Trump now see call art here. Then you can see Trump now one there. Don't cross your limit. Nigeria is our own. Don't go up on a Nigeria. That guy face a problem. They always stop him. But the Frank Kuba, he's just doing the right thing. You may talk about what you make inform during the time of declare Israel. I recognize Jerusalem as the capital of it. Bam, just bear the number from nowhere. About the whole world. Number one, you will keep piano. Wow. Donald Trump bear the number. I bear the number, life and direct. I recognize Jerusalem as the capital city, as the capital of Jerusalem. Now, to hell with Onyobola. I get defend even now when the ship to see embassy of America na Jerusalem and Bagam. They say if you Nishiana and Wako. I gave you idea now. Since you are so on. As you speak today, Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. And they can go Palestine, Charoko, no Luban, you can't find me Kukan, Masunka, because we didn't kind of way he went. Careful Nakawana and away he went. Mama go Kunde, YouTube away go. You to go Kunde, Palestine, and say, I be the Barewa. You put the network Ghana shake is issue. You know, got to move for 3 goes. I know quite nice, eh? If you know, now, take Ghana and find them serious. When I don't know what you are thinking. Telling you, we really need to save ourselves. We really need to buckle up. We really need to put more effort. We really need to engage. You know, like utopia, what tell your minds, what tell your money can find them, all the very, very important. My church, my we way, man, bamba. Let's continue moving, let's continue pushing this thing. Don't relent. Don't relent. Even though you may make a say as weekend, this weekend is permitted. But we check out the one in there, man. And I fight one even more. Because this people not trying. That is so evil. And it's so evil. And it's so evil one day. So we must continue. You're talking about point. So my brother said yes, you're right. Our president man can prophesy about this years back. Some people are flying their flag all over the place in protest. And still yet, who said was on now? America actually that country the man America. So Trump is the only man who can cut that ties under prophecy. And it's happening. Because whenever we're poor. I have the major things in the game and about Because you watch on here and look at the trending news that is happening right now. Stop this genocide. Stop the killing. Stop the genocide of Christians in Nigeria. I don't know the trending. That is the trending now. And we are gonna hammer until the needful is being done. I'm gonna hammer. Nobody should keep quiet. We're talking on Twitter space, you tweet, talk about it, you retweet. We're talking on broadcast, you type, you talk about it, you talk. You know hammer. As banana equal today, tomorrow, okay, Simba. Stop the genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Let the Christians say, we the Biafra. Stop the killing of Biafra. So he says, stop the Christians. And our Christians say, if we watch Akita now, one day, the fake men of God, all of them will go. If they will, they will care. They will care. I want to Nigeria. I move fast. I move diplomatically. Make sure I solve this problem. And America and Bukuku are not patch. I will go. British somewhere. Or British somewhere. When the Papa as soon as you give me junior, Kababa, Yama the boy, Baba with a microphone, Baba Uno, Baba Raimahani, Kuno in Dan, and Darwala. Awalan Kiamigo expire. I'm going now. Okay, who pick him, okay, who carry and care for now. You might not before. People talking about us saying we pray for Nigeria. We know that one day these bandits they will disappear. They might amen. And we will pray that the government will do this one, do that one. When the car now, if you're a Christian, you must wake up. You're not gonna look if you need a brebe, Kaoloka. Urema, feel no each other go loka, bring brebe, bruma, Gadia. Need to protect and defend yourself. If you find gain on all of it, and when a big gun will be chukuna no supply your common sense right now. Pastors are not they be defending. God will defend them. Okay, the boy are now if you're near the prophet. When you probably declare your command, your queen where you got banda. If you go near, I myself and abandon Nigeria. One who move on fast. Ghana, gezeno the document, gezeno to this documentary. Gezeno to this documentary now. Kono fi eneme here. Arawa na kifo that now. Ndana said that now there is nothing like genocide. There is not. It has now been documented. Get into this story.
Millions of dollars have been spent. Thousands of soldiers have died. Millions have been displaced. Yet the killings never stop. But what if the real reason the war never ends is because those in charge are the ones keeping it alive? This is not speculation. There's evidence, some public, some buried, but all pointing in one direction, that elements within Nigeria's government are funding, protecting, and profiting from terrorism. Let's begin with one viral video that many Nigerians have forgotten. A captured armed terrorist made a confession that should have shaken the country to its core. His words were chilling. I swear to Almighty God, the government is the one arming us. We Fulani don't know guns. We just sat down.
You of you know here, Kita now, couldn't pay any attention. Just if you're watching this thing, just pray. Don't miss any word being spoken here. Information is power. Information is power. If you are privileged listening to us right now, maybe you might have seen this, maybe this is your first time of seeing this, watching this documentation. I'm gonna off the camera. So that you will pay attention to this thing and get it. How this thing is well documented. Everybody needs to be carried along. Let's make sure he went. This is a very, very serious matter. Very, very serious issue. And everybody know people need to I think it was get this in that. Remember how serious and how needful it is. Gonna be put our people lay our hands on the table. All hands must be on the table. About our government. Because only our government USB will balance all this nonsense in for them in Nigeria. I know what I'm talking about. Because then they involved now, they do upright men, they that will handle all this messed up Bichon Piawas, I got Piawa, dice, Magaba, Hachi, or Hachi equity, Hachi justice when I be. If you know to us, I'm not say Pia, that's the phone in Bunaka, equity and justice. When the home, then I'm up here with the meaning of equity and justice. The USB is going to show it to the world. I got the very, very sweet. And the Trump, when you Trump, my hair, and then when you're not getting your back email. Things are happening. So, can get no take it now. Get no to pay attention. Pay attention. And I'm going to do an issue. I will off the camera and then couldn't get no table. I get tired then. Oh, no, we are
a decade, Nigerians have been told that their government is fighting terrorists. Billions of dollars have been spent. Thousands of soldiers have died. Millions have been displaced. Yet the killings never stop. But what if the real reason the war never ends is because those in charge are the ones keeping it alive? This is not speculation. There's evidence, some public, some buried, but all pointing in one direction, that elements within Nigeria's government are funding, protecting, and profiting from terrorism. Let's begin with one viral video that many Nigerians have forgotten. A captured armed terrorist made a confession that should have shaken the country to its core. His words were chilling. I swear to Almighty God, the government is the one arming us. We Fulani don't know guns. We just sat down and they gave us AK-47s. Those words came from a fighter on the ground, not an opposition politician. That single clip, dismissed by officials as propaganda, aligns with reports from both military insiders and international observers. Former Defense Director Major General John Enenche, retired, and security analysts have publicly said that the Nigerian government knows the sponsors of terror but refuses to prosecute them. A 2021 Punch report quoted retired Navy Commodore Kunle Olawunmi saying, "They know the names of the sponsors." The Department of State Services, DSS, has the list, but the government lacks the courage to act. This confession wasn't new. For years, Nigerian security officials and insiders have quietly said the same thing, that the state is protecting those who fund the violence. In 2022, the United Arab Emirates released a list of 6 Nigerians it found guilty of funding Boko Haram. The list came after a lengthy investigation involving the United States Treasury and international banking systems. These men were convicted in a UAE court, their accounts frozen, and their networks exposed. But back home, nothing happened. The Nigerian government didn't arrest them. It didn't even open a local investigation. The U.S. Treasury Department publicly released the same names under its sanctions list, warning that these individuals were operating with the knowledge of high-level political cover. Still, nothing. That silence was not an oversight. It was a decision. Terrorism is expensive. Guns, vehicles, logistics, ransom payments, they all cost money. And that money doesn't move through the desert. It moves through banks. According to Premium Times and Reuters, Nigerian banks have handled suspicious transactions linked to ransom payments, gold smuggling, and arms importation. The United States even shared intelligence with Nigeria's financial agencies, identifying accounts suspected of terrorism financing. But no prosecutions followed. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, knows the accounts. The Department of State Services, DSS, knows the names. Yet no one acts. Because in Nigeria, terrorism isn't just a crime, it's a business. It doesn't stop there. In 2021, the Cable and Daily Trust reported that the federal government paid 800 million naira to bandits for the release of Kagara students in Niger State. The deal was labeled a peace negotiation, but security sources confirmed it was ransom money. Imagine that. Public funds going straight into the hands of killers. The same killers who months later returned to kidnap more students in Tagina and Kaduna. Meanwhile, the government launched the so-called Rehabilitation Program for repentant terrorists. Some were sent abroad for foreign education under the Senate's Operation Safe Corridor Initiative, a program that rebrands murderers as victims and victims as collateral damage. As one angry Nigerian said online, so a farmer whose family was killed gets no compensation, but a terrorist gets a scholarship. A former Air Force intelligence officer once described it perfectly. This government is fighting terrorism with one hand and feeding it with the other. The deeper you look, the clearer it becomes that this is not negligence, it's partnership. In 2021, Nigeria's Minister of Communication, Isa Ali Pantami, faced global outrage after reports surfaced of his past sympathies for jihadist groups. Old sermons where he praised Al-Qaeda and the Taliban resurfaced, and citizens demanded his resignation. He admitted making mistakes, but remained in office, shielded by the presidency. To the international community, this was a red flag. A man once accused of sympathizing with global terror networks remained part of the same government claiming to fight terrorism. Olai Mohammed, the then Minister of Information, who in 2023 publicly admitted that Christians were indeed being targeted in Nigeria, effectively confirming what the government had denied for years. Yet again, no action followed. And then there's Samuel Ortom, former governor of Benue State. In one fiery statement, he accused the federal government of colluding with foreign interests to Islamize and take over Nigeria. He said the truth most leaders fear to say, that the government's silence in the face of these killings is not incompetence. It's complicity. In early 2024, a viral image showed Nigeria's current vice president sitting on the ground, eating with men who had once been declared wanted bandits. The government called it a peace meeting, but for millions of Nigerians, it was an image of betrayal. Because while citizens are told to pray for security, their leaders are busy dining with the same people who burn villages and kill farmers. This is how deep the rot goes, from the battlefield to the cabinet table. When Kaduna-based cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi appeared in photos surrounded by armed bandits, many thought it was satire, but it was real. He openly advocated for negotiations, claiming bombing bandits will only worsen killings. Gumi even called the US an enemy of Nigeria for proposing airstrikes against terrorists. Instead of arresting him, the government gave him safe passage. That image, a cleric sitting comfortably among men with AK-47s, captures Nigeria's biggest scandal, the merging of state power, religion, and armed violence. While killers get meetings and rewards, journalists, protesters, and whistleblowers get threats. Protesters labeled as terrorists to the arrests of activists who expose corruption. The government's priorities are clear. The real enemies in their eyes aren't the ones holding guns, but the ones holding truth. What we are seeing in Nigeria today is a cycle. Terrorists attack civilians. The government releases statements and allocates new security budgets. Part of those funds are siphoned off through fake defense contracts and corrupt procurement. The rest ends up paying ransoms, buying silence, and arming the next set of killers. Every tragedy becomes an opportunity to make money. Every crisis becomes a contract. That is why the war never ends. It was never meant to. The UAE released its list of terror financiers. The US raised alarms. The EU called for independent investigations. But the only reaction from the Nigerian government was that such reports were damaging Nigeria's image. But let's be honest, what image is left to damage? Soldiers die in ambushes because their rifles jam. Villagers are forced to pay protection money to armed groups. And the same terrorists are invited to peace meetings. It's not the reports damaging Nigeria's image. It's the reality. The war Nigeria needs to fight isn't against insurgents in the forest. It's against the betrayers in the palace. The enemies wearing camouflage are not the only ones with guns. The ones in suits and agbadas signing security budgets are far more dangerous because they don't just kill with weapons. They kill with silence, policy, and greed. Until those at the top are exposed and held accountable, the bloodshed will continue, no matter how. For over a decade, Nigerians have been
This is 100% self-explanatory. 100% self-explanatory. That is the high need or not that is supposed to get involved. We are using this opportunity, letting the international community to know. Don't listen to this Nigerian corrupt government that are telling you that now genocide is not being committed in Nigeria. You people have known the facts. You people are with the details. Our people are flourishing. You people with every details you really need to know from the masses. From the masses, listen the voice of the masses. You must listen the voice of the masses. American government, you must listen to the voice of the masses. President Trump, you must listen to the voice of the masses. You must do the needful. God has placed you there for you to do this needful. And I don't think you're going to fail this time around. I don't think you're going to fail. And then the other one Igbo, you only one Igbo, then I'm all one. And they all need the privilege, because if you don't hear it today, you can hear tomorrow. About time you know so. If you don't hear the message today, you can hear tomorrow. You know tomorrow, they continue outside the oppressors, because of inheriting from the oppressor. In the name of whether you are a certain politician, or whether you are a businessman, or you want to even invest in Lagos, even invest in Abuja, even invest whatever place in the northern part, you don't even invest there. Because of inherited from one Nigeria, getting that support from the oppressed, getting that support is the oppressors. And you are risking the life of, you are risking your future generation. The USB government of mandate, the government of mandate and template, and it's an ideology, and it is a spirit, not the spiritual. No one can beat it. Must join forces with the USB government to deal with these terrorists here and going to invade that nation. You must join forces with the USB government. You don't have any other choice, because we are the only one that are thinking differently from the way they are thinking. Others have been already been Akon can go all others already that have succeeded in conquering every other part of Nigeria. The only one from Kita now was the eastern part. And they will qualify for USB government. We will qualify for Biafra name. We will qualify for Masin and Kalu name. All of us might have been conquered by now. Are you getting the point now? This time around, I will buy a putana. I say, I got to win. If I can't be a triggering. Look, I remember as you will go. I'm going to use your mouth. Those who are not here. The person not be raw. Can deliver to you raw. It's for you to now to give really now go is a gun. You go. It's good. It's very, very important. That's the information is power. Going up the time and the season. I don't email. Can I inform? Away be wapo ye putagiga when time na get rubbish. Like you gonna page one in short. You got man conquer. I got a conquer quite alright. But don't pay attention to everything you are hearing from her. They are all distractors. They will take you away from the light. They will take you away from your focus. They will plant in you an evil spirit. And that evil spirit that got planted in you are gonna again. You can never be focused. And you can never reach your destination. No black ammonia cars and people as well. When this thing natural can go see you go another important information. It looks so rugged. It looks so rugged. But to whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. Listen to this.
I beg. This is a very, very important message.
Listen to this.
Very, very, very important message this morning. But even though you are Yoruba Muslim, you people should leave the north now. These bandits, or what you call them terrorists, they are already planning, and all their Serikis, the Sultan of Sokoto, the Emir of Kano, Kaduna, anywhere, they've all planned together that once America starts killing these bandits, they want to start killing Igbo and Yoruba. They want to turn into a civil war so that America can back off. Everybody, pass this message around, though. Pass this message around. I'm telling you again, though. They have planned to kill Igbo and Yoruba Muslim in the north. All these northerners are the same. They are not different. Every Igbo man does not have business to be in the north now. America is already in Nigeria. They want to take the revenge or turn the matter to a civil war that is no longer genocide or is no longer Christian. Now they are killing Nigerians to Nigerians. If you know that you are Igbo man, leave the north now. If you know you are Igbo, pass this message to your fellow Igbos that are in the north. Bring your children home before they start blocking the road and killing you. Remember, it happened in 1964, 1965, 1966, 1967. They want to turn this into a civil war. If you know that you are Igbo, leave the north, or the north is not safe for Igbo. Share this message, let's save some life. Igbo people should leave the north, or don't have business in the north now. Oh.
Hakuna anugo ya. Onye obasara. To whom it may concern. Onye na-ekwu okwu ya na-akịta na ọwụrọkwa onye Igbo n'ezi ozi ya. Ọkwa onye wa Nigeria. Listen, nke na dị m surprise na nke ikpeazụ ya na ahụ. Most of those anyị na-ezigasị before. Ịmakwa na ndị wa Nigeria naraga anyị ozi ya. Ọzọ ndị wa Nigeria na-ezizi ozi anyị na-ezigbo before. All these things say fine na akpụkpụ a na-ekpụkpụ ihe niile fine na-epreach ebu before. Nke ihe na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu preaching. Makwa na ndị wa Nigeria na-epreachizi message Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ha na-epreachizi our message. Awa na jizi aka ha gwakwazi ndị Igbo biko ịmara na ibi n'ugwu Awụsa na gị wawazie na gị wa kwefukwa onye nke pụtakwara yesterday kọ nke ọkọrọ nke onye nke jihadist woman nke ya ma ọkọrọ nke ya ma wọ ife otu si wee kwa anyị emu wetefe onye nke a bịara with advice. Onye nke a bụkwa onye wa Nigeria but ọ bịara with advice. Ọ bịa with mkparị. Ọ bịa with intel. Ekwelekwe ihe a na plan kwara unu. In case of incasity, no one like a quan pocha. No one ga-alawa na gị lawa now. No one here say here. Trump will be an asik or baby art in fortunately art. And I got turned into something else. And they watch ya. They watch while you are no man in Queba, open here Gumi, by name interview. Gumi on a side in Kenya, when I hear Trump is not really art now. No art wire, not going to increase the killing. The ideology, how would the ideology? What do you know? The only language I know violence to violence. That's the only language that they hear. And I know language peace, and I know peace in the end of the violence again. I peace. I can finish you in the only language in the jihad is I know violence to violence. And I am a Israel to be fit here. I am a Panda America to be fit here. America and Israel, the only two countries. Against terrorism. And they watch America with Israel or America. There is no big deal. All the war free. America not control Israel not control America. Our allies. So these two nations now confront to these jihadists all over the world. Other countries, only people attachara. So, Biafrans kita na the same mindset ya Israel nwere kenda nke America nwere. Mana ahapụ anyị na ndị a ga-egbudo ya. Anyị na-atụ njọ. So only you know the sound of our voice now. The opportunity, you only know the sound of our voice right now. You only one Igbo, you only on a north. One, all go to the Bacha, get Pucha, one family, get Polata. Always no logo, get Polata. Always you know the day, man. Our land will accommodate you. I would rather go our land. But I you decide we don't know where Chorena. You have to go. Our land will feed you. Home is home. Let go. Home is home. That is what they mean. All of them are killing machines. One different terrorists, all of them. They are killing machines. We also have to try to wear in a good them matter. We also have to try to wear. Amamuchi Kekere. I don't take no chineke na kerenda. To be honest with you. Yeah? So si hapụtara na ụwa ya enwe ị na-egbu ndị mmadụ ebe ọ bụla ife ha gara ọ ya igbu ndị mmadụ mgbe gaa ntị ebe ị ga-afụ ihe ya nọmba ha kwuru ya so ọ nwere na be anyị ị na-anụ the sound of our voice ka e bụcha kpọlata ndị ezinụlọ gị ọ dịrị gị possible gbaa onye ọbụla waa onweghị ụnọzide eme onwezi ihe ụnọzide a gịnị eme mgbe lee na anya ebe a kịta na ka mara m geenụ ntị na nke a geenụ ntị nọmba nke a ị ga-afụ onye nke a kwuru na nke ya na National TV na ha ma bụrụkwa ndị peace geenụ ntị ebe a anyị ga-ewetara unu ya as they come.
Listen to him.
Muslim said, Islam spread by the sword. So what? We gave them the choices between accepting Islam or paying taxation or facing the possibility of going to war. But to say, no, Islam was not spread by the sword, this is not true. What is meant by it is mentioned, which is to fight. To fight the people until they accept the religion or to pay taxation. And this is clearly mentioned in chapter 9. Okay. So you have to fight them until they give the taxation. In Islam, when we conquer a country, of course there's nothing peaceful about it. But look at the amount of Muslims coming in to Islam. They are in the thousands and the hundreds of thousands.
Ana conquer them mother by peace. Ana conquer for you to conquer their nations for them to convert you. Kisro kwa hani bukwan them mad. I have a way behind. I want to have a kind of try. Now I have a why behind. One can have a wagger. Kahani bundem mad now combating them by the Kisro and bundem mad. And I call your uncle. I don't know how to say na kwa the thing there. Not one life. One you make arrest. So when you make this man arrest, so to what on we teach you na gumi Ghana na Nigeria. We teach you all this man ka gumi na kwa konya na ko here. About to when you get me arrest. Check is no Igbo na national TV na ko dia ko nya na ko. Na you want the Christian, na you want ka ibu send them bad ka make ke bia woro onye Christian. Ozugbo mba self amụrụ you get finish self amụrụ becha gị self check ebe onye a na-akọ ụdị aka onye mere at least amụrụgodi ya there but onye ga-anwụrụ ya nwoke onye ga-ekpe ya ikpe but check zemas na nkaluji microphone na ọ na UK na-epreach oziọma redemption and liberation to their people asị na mazị na nkanụ na always a terrorist. Syrian always terrorists. Don't make them bad inspire. But it's also only preaching now one never be you the right to self-defense yourself. Can I want to agree with them, but I want to granaga. Kaiga conquer a nation, conquer community to shashan have a chashan them for reponding. I am not go there. I am not go there. You don't do that. But still yet, anyị nwa na-eme ya na-abịa egbu anyị egbu. And asịsị ka abịa self defense is onwe anyị zi for us to self defense ourselves. Asịsị gị na-ewuzi terrorists for you defending yourself. You're not going to allow that to happen. You're not going to allow that to happen. Kama anyị niile anwụọ together. Yotago? Because when you're not to know why, if you are alive in this world, you only want freedom. Onwe one day no. One day no now. You know not to know why. You want freedom. But one day when that freedom now, you know now. There is no fairness there. All know when they want freedom. You know like they want freedom, yeah. I want fairness, and that is what we are here. That is why we are here for. Oh, one can't carry one loro. Even the Fulani loro one can be a good mother, and I convert and does the car continue neighbor. I want loro wa. One day, in the honey wound mother. I never put her nose up. So that the mother were frozen. We PS butendo. We are angry. How kingdom of God go? So I'm a guy arrive. What is spiritual, right? Okay, for now, the message now. Is it not spiritual? What is spiritual? I'm going to arrive. Only enough after that. Only enough after through that angle. Game run one. Game run all the body skill. Game run on was knows like a chaff. Knows like a chaff for every fool. We never be our portion after to go Gabriel myself. We are the children of the light. We are the children of light from the rising sun. Yewo amuma. Amuma kewo. To anema tonda be oba ba gafu the lightning. That is who we are. Kachine ke na mepe ga na ke futo mu na that trend. It in the omimio. Audio mimi, but we need to understand it. Move for the team na the more message they can now and in kaka require. But this supposed to carry any. That is who we are. But in the looking who I need believe to wine. I need believe to wine to the people who be that is blind there a lot of ourselves now. I am not fantasy who we are. So say I am fantasy we so say for joy about us kind of fantasy. And when I fantasy former Nibia. When now we must correct all those impressions. It starts with us. It starts with us. Never saw the one kitana, the one magawa, or the warabo, what I say here. Or the kita, or the bido kitana, the one man, or the warabo. If you hear the guy now, come on here. They're no yanti.
Thousands and the millions.
I believe you have it your own ears. You won't say, I am the one that said it. Your own sheikh have confirmed it, that it is written in Quran 9. Let me give you the verse. 9:29. It says, fight all those who don't believe in Allah or in judgment day or your prophet Muhammad, and observe those things that he has commanded them to observe. That is precisely what Quran says. And you can hear your sheikh say, there is nothing peaceful about it because it clearly commanded Muslims to fight against non-Muslims. So stop saying that Islam is peaceful, lying under people's nose. There is nothing peaceful about it. The call for true faith in God requires free response through God's revelation and the spirit conviction. It is not something that you can achieve through violence, my dear Muslims.
This is what we are fighting against. With the problem of this world. This is what we are fighting against. So you're not going to keep quiet. You're not going to fold your hands. You will keep quiet. Maybe I think I want you to have prayer for. This is a fight for all. You get belong somewhere. You get where they reside. When they for ya. When they the same spirit and even inside this our Biafra movement, they must force you into their own way. I got force you like I'm for into their own evil way. I got my evil. They will force you. They will try to convince you, manipulate you, force you even into that their evil way. Ejo, I'm a same one. Ejo, now come out in his grace on her. na form hari kaba ndị mpatu aka ndị ntipịa ndị nkụsa. They must force you. Ịjụ ha sị ha chọwazi ego ogbugbu threat wa ego ogbugbu ha nọ ya anyị na wa miss. Ha na ya na wa miss but ka ihe Biafra spirit na-eme ha ifu ya ọ na-eme ha ifu to si na handle ha ọsọ ọhụrụ anyị nwa na-eji aka ya alụrụ onwe anyị ọgụ o nwere force na-alụrụ anyị ọgụ anyị nwa na-achọ okwu but ịchọ anyị we are not alone. We are not alone. Children of light from the rising sun. They are not alone. No forces in all. I hope you are making sense here. Because this time around, I need to. But I pass the message out to us where they. He will read again. I go is a gone. I don't believe we read. I need to read. I go is on. But then the enemy in Nigeria now. You watch all the old politicians and Arab all of them. It will go. It why? It will go. It will go with and that is but tell them one appear spiritually, physically yourself. I'm gonna capture by you on that physical way. Don't know fear amen. Just watch this.
One guy in white, one guy in white, was asking me for a key.
You know, Adria, who beat you? Adria, who beat you? Oh yeah, Krogi. Yeah, we don't answer the thing. Why don't answer quite the thing? I don't go to get nothing in the background. No. Get nothing in the background. Come on, we're not saying that. No. He have always put a matured man. And that's matured man. The back home mass. Huh? The back home mass. And this is just the beginning, no. This is just the beginning. But these people self now, they don't refuse to listen. Do well for your citizen, I say no. Serve your citizen. Who know I will lead I say yes. Serve your citizen now. You are there to serve them now. Biafra government in the line Kitana. Once you accept your offer of a service, you must serve. You can serve. Yeah, position I na chona go each other banner. One always on the position with the problem. Always be on the position now in answer with the problem. It's not a position now. You will take the position. It's serve. With the position you can serve for the people. So Biafra government got DJ. And they show you what you are going to get and you know for go there. As in an is Isha, a man or tonship. At least Isha no na keta no na go to the single says later. Una for go there sign abi. See the way they are leading. For go the example. You must serve the people now. You have to go serve the people. May I have people are they happy with you? You put yourself and get respect. They will even protect you. This kind of thing now you are about to watch now is what happened to the government in Coblen when you refuse to serve your people better. You will experience this. Listen.
The man get mad at the beat. Who beat?
You have to get drag.
The man get mad at the beat. Who beat you? One guy in white. One guy in white was asking me for a key. I said, which key? Is it for Anyan Kam? Yes. I said, Anyan himself was there when they were Anyan was there. Yes. He was there when they were beating me. Thank you. They were asking me for a key. I said, which key? I'm not even PDP staff. Julia, what happened? They snatched my phone.
He was hitting the door.
Who is hitting the door?
The man was hitting at his boss. They were hitting the door to come in. Me and Papa ran round inside. He ran. He hit. You see how he pulled the door down. He pulled the door. We ran inside. He said, pull the door inside. That's what he said. That I'm abusing him. He started fighting. He hit the floor.
But how can I share about him? Share this program. Can the man get? Can I water the time and the season on email? But how can I share about him? Share the program. And then man water the time and the season on email. Things I'm gonna expect in the coming days. I'm gonna make us expect. This is just the beginning. Because these people they have entity low that in ha chọghị inye ndị be ha informa. Every time they will tell you they are doing politics, PDP, APC, this, that, AAC. For donkeys of years. Electricity, no. You know them mad electricity as a common basic element and basic amenities and any mad. Common you know them beg electricity. Oh, no name rock the ego. Oh, rock the ego get you electricity out or rock the resources I get you everything day. Electricity, you know them no na serve, no need. Many of them na catch Europe, focus on to everywhere. Steady light. On them maybe blinking. Before them blinking, say I get boost on your announcement. See so time. Now I got off for Qualco. Now lekwe. Actually we put mini. I see so time. Now I got caught 1 minute lekwe. Unless me could up logo. Maybe I caught 12. But on or they are steady. All government in the mayor. Government in the mayor. They put under. And I said I name PDP. I name APC. We're all calling your people. I say no. Housing, no. Good road, no. Hospital, no. Free education, no. Employment opportunity, no. Seaport, no cash everywhere, no. Airport, airport, yeah, no. But every 4 years, I put that. Saying I name election. Still yet, get through. To the extent now, it would say more to na Ghana. When I saw them bad for vote, and I call you what I call. Still yet to check yourself, get wrong. You suffer for complete 4 years. I suffer again. Salary, you got a salary. Pension, I got. They are committing genocide in all manners of form, in every angle of the assessment. Genocide I won't be able. And I committee. Look if you can't for and I committee in all angles. Una chon kuno rise up. Simba. Taking back your country on one nuna puta may revolution self sin one men does us where men would and never name is suffering and smiling. Get us now almost no one didn't know who did. Get us now week we go up. I want to find out by you very soon. You're gonna meet some of this young and their rampart na country. And they man as Dino Kurieku. Now here I know with time okay. This is security, this is no time now people, poor people hang up on the street. And they will be going after their life. Couldn't move go Korea. Obido will go. People just will come down, go to Ngo. About Reba, call honey in Gutungo, Nagasi honey in the phone. Get on to watch and hear me.
He hits me. Was hitting me. I knew they would kill me. I came out of the door. He's punching me. My phone fell.
But Anna was there.
Anna was there. I don't know. There were many. So I don't know whether he was with them. There were many.
I was pleading with Anyanwu to help me. I was begging Anyanwu to help me. Anyanwu did not help me.
There were many.
God.
There were many. I was just begging.
Oh God.
So,
they said they will kill me. Kill me for what? Am I the one that was fighting now?
So, sir, this is one of the staff that work with woman leader Cecilia. She's the one. They hit her face, collect her phone, collect everything. And this Baba also they beat him and molest him, snatch his own phone too. And this trainer, they beat him.
I'm not trying my phone now.
Snatched his phone, all his ATM cards, all his clothes.
Slapped me, kicked me, blew me. I don't even know. I need medical attention.
Did Anyanwu song when they are beating you?
Anyanwu was there.
Okay.
I was there.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Good on forget. This is just the beginning though. Because these people. And when I guess now, nobody go say we are not been talking, we are not been preaching, we are not been reminding them. Because we are not here. We cannot promote violence in any form or in any shape. We cannot promote violence in any form or in any shape. We are only here let our people know the time and the season are on email. These are the evil politicians in that country called Nigeria. They are everywhere there. Very, very evil, very, very wicked, very, very senseless. They behave like they thinks and reasons like animal. And they eat flesh. Yeah? It's destroying them. Serve your people? No. Do good to your people? No. Be kind to your people? No. Respect your people? No. Help your people? No. I say no. So here only me. And they will eat their stomach. Some of them, when you see their stomach self, some of them has a child like this. They will react about that. Eh? If you 15 luxury cars. Chicken soludo. Name them. When you go. The only thing they know how to do best will improve their people. They know how to do the one of their easiest job is buying their people. A country whereby so the importance of this US because this government that you when this was eat him up, wake up. Because I have the only hope, I want the only salvation to now with Ryan and Cape as well. Yeah? Country cannot like this. Army, you watch army is being meant for to go to war, to defend the territorial integrity of a land. I defend every borders against every invader. That is the work of army. Army who defending the borders against any invaders. That's the work of army. And we're in the air force, we're in the land, we're in the sea, we're in the air to defend the integrity, territorial integrity of a nation. Land, air, and sea. Okay, Nigeria, they use it against their own citizen. Army is meant for their own citizen. Igbo their own citizen. Nigerian army is not meant for to defend their borders. Nigerian army, and they will welcome you, invaders. They will be the one welcoming invaders from the borders. And now commit genocide. Now we assume them at the Nigerian police, when you go and report a case, now one look at the report, they will even arrest you. You that want to come and report a case. Hey, make go arrest. Happy bear. Yeah, let the in final here. Some people there have some Igbo. I say that now I won't Igbo. I support those oppressors and now work against you. Now fighting for their own betterment. Can we not oppressors and can we live a better life? The same then they put one Igbo as now fighting against you. And I call you shameless people indeed, my sister. They are very shameless. They are very, very shameless, my sister. Yeah? There are some people they be encouraged that their shamelessness. Yeah. Some of them be if you live, I not point if you live. Get us now. All those if you live are now. Where are they today? Where are they today? Are they still speaking? Are they still speaking? Kita na ame pezi ono ha si ka ha kwu okwu. Ono ha na-eshi. Ono ha na-eshi. Because their mind how they corrupt. They are evil. People are fucha ikuku ekuona. Ikuku ekuko. Afucha ni ikokuko. Ikokuko is yoye. President Carlo Emego exposed to the world. Trump, there's about tweets here. Arana Bazonia Obla. And the youth, the head will go up. Small. Nigeria is sitting on a gunpowder. And the never ever Uroche. Maybe the Nigeria Uroche. I just let Chan neighbor Uroche. When both chose off for Gaga Uroche, be gunpowder, and I will get those ideas. Nature's in Baga. Why you could Nobla, they are Nobla as weekend. That's what we are talking about here. That's what we are talking here. We have another update in here. I think let's watch this. Wow, get in car.
National Yoruba journalist, spilling the beans, speaking reality, the reality that she felt. That's what she's saying. Listen to her and share the video and like the video.
Okay, for the President Trump, I have an advice for you. I'm retired Nigerian journalist Kemi Olunloyo, Dr. Kemi. It's November 2nd, 2025. I'm going to send this video to Margot, Dan, and Caroline. Please watch it. If you decide to strike Nigeria, please. We've had AFRICOM everywhere in West Africa, and the people don't like AFRICOM. Those that don't like AFRICOM are the enemies of the people. They're the same people killing the people. There is no mercy. President Trump, Secretary Hegseth, send a B-2 Spirit stealth over there. Send a B-2 Spirit stealth bomber over there like you did for Iran. Northeastern Nigeria, a very beautiful conservation forest that we used to visit as kids in the 70s. Sambisa Forest. Empty that forest. Clear Sambisa Forest. That is the headquarters of Boko Haram. That is where they live, work, and plan every terror attack. Whether they're killing people, Muslims, Christians, or they're targeting churches, rebranding as bandits and kidnappers. I tweeted this, that they're going to rebrand when they run out of bombs. That's their headquarters. Send a B-2 stealth bomber over there. Spirit stealth, like you did for Iran. Free the people. Many have died in the struggle, President Trump. Secretary Hegseth, I read your tweet that you're ready. Yes, sir. Okay, we need to free the Nigerian people. Christian genocide, all right, it's just a way they cover up their terrorism, but they want Christians gone. They want to convert us to a Muslim country. Now, people are very divided over religion because some of us, I'm sitting here, I'm Catholic. My family's Anglican because I went to Catholic school. I attended Catholic churches all my life. I raised my own offsprings at Catholic. My grandmother is one of the most prominent Muslim women in Nigeria. She's late now, died at 103. But using religion to not target Christians and not committing genocide, and the government can't figure it out yet, it's time. Send a Spirit stealth over there and wipe out that forest. Let's start that way. I said this when General Langley was there. I covered Langley and AFRICOM for the last 2 years. And I said this, they are a lot. They're not just Boko Haram. We have Al-Qaeda, West Africa. We have Ansaru. We have ISWAP. They have different names. And the Nigerian media, the mainstream media, the fake news media who are loyal to the governments, every single government, they continue announcing the different terrorist groups to us. Oh, there's another terrorist group. In 2014, I believe, I will dig up that tweet. Some of you know how to dig up tweets. If you know how to dig up tweets, dig it up for me. I tweeted the Nigerian army that they were always falsifying the amounts of people they caught. This afternoon already, Nigerian army neutralizes terrorists, arrests some terrorists, blah, blah, blah. It didn't happen. The mainstream media is part of that problem. It didn't happen. They didn't neutralize nobody. And it's just for your information, President Trump, there are people out there who are real bandits and real terrorists, and the Nigerian government pardons them. You see, some of these young boys that protest the government were arrested in 2016 during a march, and they call them the IPOB boys. All this stuff is on the internet. The IPOB boys, many of them were massacred in the 2016 rally, and some were taken to Port Harcourt prison. This is the same prison that I was persecuted and locked up 3 times as a journalist. I met them there and I did lots of interviews. Never released. Maybe this is the time. Those young people were innocent young people, 18 to 25-year-old Southeast Nigerian boys that they put in there. Now, if Buhari, late Buhari, was calling the IPOB boys a terrorist group and even proclaimed them a terrorist group, Why hasn't he done the same amnesty he did for the northern Nigerian Boko Haram terrorists? The Boko Haram terrorists have repentance programs. They have entire programs for them where they repent and say, I'm not going to be a terrorist anymore. I'm going to get a regular job. And they insert them right back into the Nigerian army and the Nigerian police. This is what's going on in Nigeria. Anybody that tells you something else, President Trump, Secretary Hexet, is lying. Okay? I'm Kemi Olunloyo.
She said it all. I have nothing to say.
Confirm. Me too. I have nothing to say. He said it all. Confirm. Brilliant message. Well delivered. That's Zambisa Forest. I wipe away. Pochashi and Dinine not there. Then at once they sponsor us. All the sponsors, they will trace them out. If Americans really want to fight this, that is what they need to do. Ghana Zambiwa for a sound, so I call here, Sutashama Dinine not there. At once they sponsor us. They know them. America have the fight. If they want to do the job, they will do the job. But if they want to play politics, will play politics. Oga ko hani nene luishi. When the game man on ime akita na win-win or win-win situation. Any angle of has to be here. When we are going to be vindicated. Yotago, because hey bo na bo. Obinigwe kuliko. The God of heaven. Oh, when are the God of justice now? Justice here now, they very, very sweet, smooth. And I may one when you swag and do all the justice in Kanka need. All the justice in Kanye GK, Bakalo, Elo up to date tomorrow. I could go again. One when I wrote justice in Kibe Boano. Okay, say it's very, very soon. When you get put on name. I don't know when you get rid of it. Watching a rid of it. But he must continue to remain on the good side of history. I'm a only role I dispose in a play. Make sure we remain on the good side of history. I'm not going on the wrong side of history. I'm not going on the right side of history. You must follow the divine instruction that's coming out from the USB government. Then the most see what I'm bound. Say I want neuro no ga wona na obara de na onu da onu. Onye obla disobere ya na abali a nwanne. Onye ha may escape. So you can make sure you can follow up the divine instruction. Because if you are not following divine instruction at this movement here from the USB, one Nigeria can happen to you at any given time and may never be your portion. He said, and that's the reason why I support this man on this. That's the reason why I support him on this. This barrister, if I'm about him, I'm Katarana Koko Buharishi. But Nka, I support Romiana Nka. Support Romiana Nka.
The government have refused to listen, and leaders have.
Because Ilanya, the woman that came here, he was watching Okuru for in Kavida and Cabo Prabo. Also, and then Nigerian media, so when I cause with this manipulation, I began a report rubbish. And they bought Chamas and Carlos, where are these medias? Then I turned his oku to lies. Then I put the oku is oku shinala. Rebecca Hano. Onto Rebecca Hano. Now don't they know that the God of heaven, not God of justice, on the hammer. Ya bezin na last court ya bakwa say na one. Can you every time so no what are you people judging me for? Can offense or commit under your law or na say open defense. Open defense on what? Open defense on what? Ini na agbara no nkiti o. Agbara no nkiti na and ezuzuware. Were for John na anya ishi. Were for na anya ishi. They will not talk to you. It's shout. People have been screaming, shouting. People are screaming and shouting and lamenting, tweeting, speaking, doing video, emailing. They don't want to listen to anybody. They don't want to. They are citizens. If you want to do protest, okay, put on social media. They don't want to. They want to come on the street. They will open up their tank. And then Nigeria will have ammunition. That time you will know. Whenever they hear protest, that time you know Nigeria have ammunition. All the whole ammunition in Nigeria about war. Matukena jet or Magugo Tiboti, they will bring it on the street. But they can never use that their army, use that all the equipment to go and fight against terrorism. But they will be reporting, we neutralize this, we neutralize that. That woman is telling them, it's a lie. It's a lie. Go watch your media, watch out now, this stupid media up and down from jail. Watch what happened here.
You are in support of America invading Nigeria. 100%. Guns are blazing.
I said 100%.
This idiot journalist. Those now, by their fruit, you shall know them. Away be as one English. All conscience can go here. You go and back it now, we go conscience. Or you go anyhow. Or you go conscience can have now. Reason this man now with his conscience now. Reason now. If you on the journalists in Jibania were now in Nigeria, the whole evil, the Nigerian bandits in terrorists, many, I kind of name them. I see any in West Africa, many different, and then they announce them all. And then they announce them on their program, but they don't have any solution to all those things. Then the person is sitting around with a solution. And what can this idiot on a camera, live television? We're not going to see that now. So now, so only lawyer. Now, so what you are saying now? Are you in support of America coming to invade Nigeria, a sovereign nation, guns and ablaze? If you see another way, and I like the way this man responded back to him. Listen back again. The very important kind of follow up the time of the events. Listen.
You are in support of America invading Nigeria. 100%. Guns are blazing.
I said 100%. Since the government have refused to listen, and leaders have not.
Like where I see 100%. I like that answer alone. Perfect. That's right, with all conviction. Political correctness. That's why no, it's not like that. We'll try to understand where I'm coming from. I see 100% not support. What is wrong? I say since in the government since your government refused to do the needful, what else do you expect? Go. Now, expose. Because asking anyone again judge you are. You have already started judging them. I don't know what idea. You're not saying that anyone judge you are and anyone who they perfect. But at least asking no good conscience can about now. Then when conscience to God judge you are. Down when those people that knows in my conscience is all about knowing when you are wrong and when you are right. Accepting that you are wrong and accepting when you are right. Accepting when you are wrong. Because these journalists are supposed to apply a conscience here. I forgot that now when they are no more hidden. These journalists cannot say, or they are aware. Now how is it so? They are no more hidden now. So why are you still deceiving yourself? Huh? You're no more hidden. Trump will hate him. Also, where is the liars? CNN, fake this. Now. Or the no surprise to Monday CNN or Monday Fox or all of them. Everybody's now reporting. Now report the genocide happening in Nigeria. And they watch 80% of 90% of them are in support of the American movement to come and stop this genocide. All of them, 80% of Americans or the world, 80% of that they support. But they say no, the country and one of the journalists watching on a call here. Actually based on oh, are you in support of America coming and invade? Before that's a twist narrative. They will twist it upside down. This man now we're banning his bottle malaria here.
Wouldn't that affect the sovereignty of Nigeria? That's the question I'm asking.
Hold on. You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are not telling you what to do, Abi. You now have a sovereignty where terrorists are on the dining table with government, telling government what to do, and leaders are supporting it in Moses. That's even my annoyance. Why would anybody utter such words? These are things you should frown at. Who brought them into Nigeria? Was Nigeria like this in 1999? Moses, please be sincere to yourself. Who brought them into Nigeria? What are they doing here? Why are they not in Ghana?
Okay, for Tonyas, we touch here. Okay, for Tony, the idiot is we touch here. Badger Yajo. Well, then they won't put down in Nigeria. In a Kuku, why is he support? Why in a Kuku, why is he support of in the Nigeria? These people coming to invade Nigeria. No, we pay the man number. Say yes, 100%. You want some straight up. Talk a mad reasonable people say Kuku. Or we begin at Tayrion. I draw a simple question. Yes, I the simple question. Well, we begin about Kiri. You have to say, okay, now why am I not going to be in support? Why am I not going to be in support of Indian America? See, who brought these people to Nigeria? Did the man answer the question? The answer is no. He didn't answer the question. He didn't answer the question at all. He not kept quiet. Because these people, they know, they have best, one of the things I have best to do is to dent our image. One of the best job I have denting our image. I didn't dent image how then I be so handle. You might one can with the most painful part. Then they dent image how when you not so handle can they dent their image. Then when you able and they pretend to now what level of stupidity they have become. This is the highest level of stupidity anyone can be. Highest level of foolishness anybody can be in life. Common sense need to tell us that. Here with the highest level of foolishness anyone can be in life. For you to be in support of when you not be a boogie. When you be a boogie, Gani Kuchia. Don't ever secondo. Gana Sike Boya. You will not deserve mercy in your life. Because someone says that now I will have mercy in whom I will have mercy. Let them done in mercy. All them will be better in them. Can't name mercy. What you sow is what you reap. If you sow mercy to somebody, you will need to go back in mercy. If I didn't have deserve mercy, right? Only ibu can I got support. Then only is going to get us you can find all of them. All of them. All these are from just now call rubbish and all in the name of journalists, brand envelope, so much infrastructure. You think that you're smart. You say they're smart, Abi. You're a confirmed mumu person. Nigeria will happen to all of them. That thing Hana cover. That thing I find a painting. And that thing I find a political career Hana cover. And one the thing will overtake them. Bandit Gejisha will make press release. Because you supported that evil. That evil I support will overtake you. I don't know for you. So I'm going to put a movement. Some people are I had you got that way pele now. Tie pele can pele tie na movement here. Because some people know they listen. The only language in there these people are jihadists and no violence against violence. The only language. And I know peace. You know that if you have violence, our community man. I'm going to community maybe I not trying to opt in. I try in our community. Based on here after many years ago, since how can you up to now? God dress it. But don't you share tuition. Can't try that nonsense to give me escape. You won't ara. And when you have it again, God John now. It's also Israel and America with the only two countries now handle that head on. Other countries all over the world are told job. And the Biafrans, I am told job. The only people the only thing I told John will be Igwe. I am making to the created job. We can only be afraid of the creator. Only afraid of the creator kind of told job, but the human being created. I am got to go job. But we can only respect you. I get respected as a human being. But anybody respect you must bring it back. 50-50. Wonara. Man of quite woo, because in a gap for no can we take it now? I'm talking away a problem. I like the way this man handled him. Someone why am I not going to support you? Wonara, or let the Patranda over that. Since your government refused to do anything about it, let somebody that want to do anything do it. Never come on, get away, you idiot. You come to the compensation. The government of USB, the USB government of mandate and template is an ideology. Or an ideology and not the spiritual. Don't joke with it. Up one down, choro. You want to bring USD down. Umokoko. Why about that laugh? As Mwanza riju afọ. That is what they are doing. Mwanza. I don't know what is wrong with this people. No katamana jebe ka asi we law. Why can you fight against divine mandate? Ogunwa hibere ya. E makwa ebe obitoro. Ihe na mahoto si ebido ge na acha ifule na gibe no chi uzo. Nna It's a divine, it's an ideal and not the spiritual. No one can beat. You go have open a code when no fair before now come back. Chapa, you know one here. Respect yourself. Can you find a chop? You know one here. The only thing you have so no complaining, murmuring without no solution. But I have a phone in Abaliko with a two solution. Okay, if I make one agaga, they'll be fighting against that person now. It's not thunder fire to all of them. Where are they today? And a Mazdan Kalojo, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Then I feel so quick with the Udala. A better not today. I need no Okonoso, Brenoso. Get as get an Amipon on nation. Because they can never make any sense anymore. Because I'm not out of the track. I'm not out of grace. They fought against divine mandate. That's why they are being disgraced in, day out, day in, day out. That's why they are no more making sense. That's why I tell much na apia. Go to my government. Hani na mande na one Nigeria. Ke funda akuru ngotongo. No funda akuru ngotongo. Na cha ha ma phone. Onya na ebe akwa ka ụmụazị. And here ka we the beginning no. Tungo ko wada won ko nwo so. Mazi Kano 07. I hear a message. Say breaking. Donald Trump is now planning to sue the BBC for over 1 billion. This is the end for BBC. What is punishing everybody? A system that had a hand in Biafran genocide. BBC lied about Biafran war. 100%. Mazikano 07, I believe you. You have fake news. How many fake news? How do you feel? You watch China, this movement, they have how they feel, but God is using them to do great and mighty job in the movement. How they feel? They can magnify their voice. Because any one time for all this nonsense, how they progressive actually, if then they look back. And then me cabal, and then sick cabal can now me for cabal Joshua and Caleb. They believe that now man they are well able. We are well able to take over the land on the back. I believe that they are well able, unbribable, unshakable, unstoppable, unmovable. And the nation no catch before. Take many years. May acknowledge in our You never expect Kadas logo anywhere. They can have all your could they are telling you they can't see us. One more Tina will issues. Mazitina in the building. They were with your microphone or without a one let they were. Mazitina, you're highly welcome. Bamba. One day Kiji Tina. All about doctor of Doctor why you chacha. Tina Doctor why you chacha go na bayana why ara bara di uba. Ara bara okokwa na latest ebe ko lo na kara ko iri di uba. O me ofro. Jide shede ba oduji era bukwale aka. You are doing a good job. You are the master humble. Great job indeed. You salute you too, man. Salute you, our Biafran people. Good evening from here. There we go. Thank you so much for greeting. Ali welcome to Goziege. Jide Nkiji na Bali. Lotago. Ulule anya kita no kwefuru ya. If you to the man is we place where I see na one there. Who are you talking? When you came up, you never had a journalist in there.
Why they not in Republic of Benin? Please, why they not in South Africa? You can see, we forgot the genesis of our problem and we are blaming America. Let them come, if that will solve the problem. Since you people don't know what to do, let them come and help us.
Yeah.
Look at now, as I'm talking to you now, almost 20 villages have been taken over in Plateau and Benue. Moses, who are those to occupy those villages? Are they Christians? The real indigenous of those states are now in IDP camp, and they are the farmers in Nigeria. Can you beat that?
Ezigbo tozi ọma ọbara man, I like the way you challenge the idiot to go. Everybody be another one. Another one. I want to respond to this before I make a fool. That is very, very important. I respond to it. Thank God it's also occurred to my mind. I want to respond to this before I forget. This thing came into my table. I'm telling you. And Emma, the bank really see that na him remember we for remember. One mother, one more mebula, one mebula, one mad, one mebula, one mad, one mother mebula, one more. Let me talk my point. Let me shift this thing to this side. Shift it to this side. Let me shift this tweet. I came across this tweet. This tweet of our former Secretary of Information. For a former Secretary of Information. I came across this thing from a former Secretary of Information. And in the name of Dr. Agi. Come across this her tweet, and I felt it is a very, very, very imperative for me to respond to this tweet because never is that na him remember we him remember. One mebula one mad, one mad mebula one more. Ebe bedu go but in case be ebe na kwara guga kwaya. Eba kind on email. But I'm not I'm not here. I'm not in this Biafra movement like kind of many people are saying like kind of I'm USB as a citizen of here like kind of many people are saying your madam Mungozi, you're defending your madam. And we are not defending our madam. Let's make this point very, very clear. We are not defending our madam. What we are defending is the truth. The truth in that our madam. Yes, madam. I accept that. It's my madam. Madam, why when you Biafra in Finland? He prepared Biafra for us. So I must owe her that respect. And she did it marvelously well. We are very, very proud of her in that. In short, let me speak for myself. I'm proud of her in that. Because this is democracy. The movement of the people, by the people, for the people. For me, and after this Biafra movement, I find on email, I say, and my footer, Anyamuaja Futaya, Mama Kanyo, and after this Biafra movement, I find on email, like kind of after the redeclaration in Finland, Lati, since that day, I'm on a Futaya, now you know, I don't know, like, camera how simple you went after there. I'm after 9 on a canoe. I need a USB now. I'm about to simplify here to the lowest level. Layman understanding. Kamara already about speed, he already confused. Come in the lowest layman understanding. I am more after 9 on a canoe. and n'ime Kenu onye ọbụla jicha onye ọbụla ji ihe a na-eji anya n'Kenu a na-eme ya like this ọma nwetara ihe a na-eji anya Kenu ị na-eme ya like this ọ na-emove ụta anya mụ aka mụ and anyị bịa nwezie enwee leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ na the front as the captain na-agwa anyị na nwanne lekwe our direction, look at where we are going and we believe in that our leader. And maybe anyị mee this our leader FM na enwere Trinity ọnwụ na follow up with the ihe na-eme anyị nwere Trinity. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is our president, which is the supreme leader. PM Samanepa is the prime minister of the United States of Biafra. Dr. Ngozi Arabe is the deputy prime minister. Even these three individuals are spiritually connected to this dream and a vision, which is the mandate and the Haji mandate with the template. And I believe in one ideology. And I believe that now all the spiritual. I'm not confirm my point now. I believe in a government of mandate and template, and I believe in one ideology, no any mind that they need to be fulfilled, and in all the spiritual, no more. And I believe that now this ideology, and when any human being got here, also once it become an impediment, you will be destroyed. So I wouldn't like to be an impediment, because I'm an onye kwuru okwu ahụ ordinary mmadụ. Onye ahụ kwuru okwu ahụ made that declaration now, or ordinary human being. You and I can testify to that. And our prophet, and I for our leader, and we love him, we appreciate him. So I so much believe in him. The same way we believe in Jesus. So can't we believe in neighbor Maazị Nnamdi Kanu no. Straight up. So I believe in that word. Once you become an impediment to this movement, you will be destroyed. So I wouldn't like to be an impediment. I'm afraid of that word. I believe, if any they're afraid of that word, I believe, because I see it in them. Biafrans, I see it in them. How they were grounded. By their fruit you shall know them. Or by who I'm my point in call, they go clear. So I believe in I need on a boat. Our leaders are here, and they lead there towards it. And we're buying a car. So I need on the boat. I know bloody char. Near the giant noble. Anya front, anya move. Otaka is name, Otakam Safotea. Yotago. The same mind that comes Safotea. And that's how it's supposed to be. So one and then on this Biafra movement, you're one in on a boat to hang. Oh, when then I got the boat, I can't away. You're winning a boat, you're winning a can't lie. So one new upon an impediment. That time I knew upon an impediment. Now, what I go to the point now. Man, you are an impediment. Man, Kika was in him and I will go impediment. And the care me impediment, that person will be destroyed. When I don't know when they don't know about in my game, I can't go. I can't go tig in the minute. They think they're funny, but it's not funny. I'm telling you, this is the practical explanation of it. When dog, when done a wee way, you come well to how the thing and they will tell her. The thing a pinch here. But you're not supposed to pinch here with the honest truth. Why are you going to be an impediment? They don't know God, don't know able naga. They make his own way. They make his own way. They want his own way. They was an impediment. When they reason up now. Reason up. Some people jacka personally without a pattern one. Okay, now let me go straight to the point. For example, now I come across this tweet from a former secretary of the United States of Biafra Information Secretary, which is Dr. Agi. And this Twitter now 22 hours. This is why I go Twitter because open there with Oku. Here I find a man at this Biafra movement. Ijidronyo Ogu no for. Ijidronyo Ogu no for. All the very, very important. But this one he was from one of the former minister of our information. Yano Katasina resigned on that. And we are not part of the. I am part of the plan of resignment here. And then they didn't know the Department of Independent Department, name them. Mazikai, the few I can remember. Mazi Kai, Humble Lion, me, Mazi Chino, Rose, Ada Simon Ekpa, Go 247 was also there. True Survivor was also there. As the independent, the time no wait for me by now. As independent, put information in the USB with it. Atobata na Furuma, and then I will our platform. And we react to vary it. Till the government in the mail, I not be teacher feeling, not be react to vary it. And you can spread there. That's what we are doing. Gaga. And we respect the leadership, which is Dr. Moses Dr. Agi, who the leader, who of the Secretary of Information. Once in a while, he will call us a meeting and he relate. You about no blue, Ekele, no blue, relate, no blah. You have to go. I know that I say no resign on that. I can call on this thing. I put every record straight here because I'm going somewhere. I know that I say no resign go. So I know that I'm more resign. The thing, oh, to put on you, man, asking. You got my phone out where resign, and you know one of your colleagues resign. It will pain you. But you man, the guy man know the reason why. He call up with me, it's not for not after resignment, yeah, say he want to see us. Want to see us. So that meeting, I'm waiting to the meeting now. Only till the meeting now. I hope now go 247. I'm gonna tell this thing when I tag yeah. Because here from the now, you want to let him be a witness. I'm gonna care about to get them mad ass. Not because here name you don't know below, you don't know below for. So when the meeting was meeting, I was not all that comfortable with that meeting. And boss say that Dr. Agi want to see us, want to talk to us. Nimo be more and I say, oh, when you come resign. Only cast no me go resign or not with the US government. I want a TRI meeting, like kind of actually buying meeting as in the independent medias actually talk to. Okay, on the purpose of the meeting. That was what was going inside my mind. I was not all that feeling comfortable with that meeting. So I tried to react over it. Like kind of the meeting now, I did come almost to assign. But to go 247 and find it the other way around, like kind of maybe when a whim. Even Dr. Agi also find it the other way around, like kind of maybe I'm angry. What you waiting? Mr. Yes, now when meeting now on 18 here. You have to go. What I'm here with the purpose because he resigned. Go. As soon as resign, go and say, "Okay, in a TC meeting under what purposes?" People go no now. Actually, we ask no ekele come be kelani, not to be kelani. Want to greet us. You have to go kelani, but I now may go resign. I just kenai, just want to wave, go wave for aka. You have to go. I say okay, under he be kelani. I say then after I'm okay, I say okay, so bad drop. Now I'm about to go ekelege. We made the meeting. Now I'm about to go ekele. Humble Lion was there. Last Simon was there. Mazikai was there. You have to go. Chino was there in that meeting. Rose was also there. That he reach out. I would reach double confirmation. Because here in the mayor to put every record straight. One man one more madu. Equity and justice and fairness. I'm gonna represent here anywhere we find ourselves as the citizens of USB. Are you following up? So now the information not there. Humble Lion can testify to this. Chino can testify to this. So I say okay, so bad I kele nege maka this we ga kele kwa gesi ne bachawago. Yotago. So one of us now ask the woman say okay, ebe kele chara na nwere kina na ya ma the reason why no wutekwara anyị otisu we bacha sine bachago. I am the reason why it we bacha and I am why get anyị involved. Igba and it's all no we bang isi we nye n'aka ya nye aka. But ebe say bachago I am the reason why we ike kọtara da eme no ebe ibi kele ga onwe juziri ya we ike kọwaziri anyị nye mere iji we bacha ya say mba na ba hori ebe kọwawa or something like that. Maybe no want to look na why no ba hori kọwara anyị. The same now go 247 mepara. Ọba hori kọwara ndị mmadụ reason why we bacha no bachago. Ọba hori kọwara na ya mere na take care. Na ya nwe bachakwa na the movement or pụtakwa na ya bachago na the Biafra movement ya nọkwa ya. So okay, I see okay. Ebe si na bachago in conclusion. Just want to say the major thing. Maybe Sineba Chawago, Nozia, enjoy Nozia. Now, Kezi, and I like kwa, I like kwa, taste Neba Chago. I like what Keputawaki, Biakutowa against this our government in KF. I am not sure I say bid. Because now I would have my only hope I don't know whether I want to get my understand what I talk. Our mom would want to talk for my let me know in the comment section. The only now talk about let me know in the comment section. I need witnesses here. So now I like wait to see neighbor go. They go to your ma. I like what to see neighbor go. Ebe asiki ba kotawa this our government. I want be new hope I am para. I am here in Serunu. I am here in Serunu na cabinet town. Every time complain because unu dispose na ogo no mu maybe unu emezi ya internally. We trying good news. I am expect that good news. I am suppose na ma akwa na akoroba nkan you had akola wa ba azo. A lot of people are going at this thing. We must get it right and keep as well. But onye megide feel ni ka gogo. Inwe right ịgbacha. Ndị ọzọ continue from ebe kwụsịrị. That is how movement, otaka movement dispose ide. So okay. That's mba na nsogbu na ikuru ọfụma. Na anyị ma ga-akọtọ. Na anyị ma ga-abịa basị ka ọ bịa kọtọwa our government. Na ọ ga na-agba len ya. Na ọ ga na-agba len ọ ga-akọtọ any I say okay. Otaka kwesịrị ịgbacha. Never talk about her. Unu watch her now. All this while I'm in my program. Don't discuss individuals. But unless this where they affected this about this way we against this our movement. I will not react because I'm fighting for this movement. I'm not fighting for ya. I got my like I'm not fighting for ya. Somebody not be a winner jana garena. Or it's going to be an insult to my own personality and to this movement. I need defend it. I want insult to it. So I want to go out of this movement. When the I don't go poor. Don't talk against us. Because someone they cannot inside that movement, yeah. Because when you were in that movement, yeah, anyway, we were there supporting you. When you were in that movement, when you were there, you were there supporting you, we were there encouraging you. So to find one kind of email, you go and abacha, you go and suppose email, you find me supporting and encouraging when you were there. You can only now. You must support us and encourage us. Even in the midst of Yabachawakwa now, you must support us and encourage us. Oh, you get me. Because we did it for you, you must do it for us. Iji anyako. Oh, I support to charge him in there. Who does make a support time? No one nepotas again as we watch can I carry the hazard the movie. Yeah, the spiritual. You know the spiritual. The Madonna Chung, we are in Acho. I am Barube, na that final destination now. It can never be an impediment. It can't be an impediment. Either by hook or by crook. No fuebe. So let me now read out this tweet now. Let me now drop my own comment on it. That is very, very important. I didn't even want to talk about this, but I'm not going to this evening, Simba. I really need to express something on this. Because you tell find okay, no when they got on the based on the ground. I could go me many times. Someone they based on the ground. I poison see the minds of the gullibles against this movement. Oh no, they're not healthy. I get feeling I had the smart. Because maybe because of their personal don't get us involved in your own personal matters. Don't bring your personal matters into this Biafra movement. In way issue with somebody, go and sort it out with that person. Don't come and be aware of your personal matters. Can I be okay? Be aware of a movement. It is too small because this government has a mandate, has a template, and don't want ideology and not the spiritual. No one can beat. But check out what on the Twitter now. Couldn't feel why I come here. Then I will express myself. Then at the same time, I'll put the link. So I'm kind of rounding up this program. Let me put the link here. So now go check this thing now. You don't know when you're literally good. You can now click the link and be part and express yourself. Man, what I got my point. Okay, they go on the link. An error. An error occurred. Was this stream deleted from YouTube? No, the Kangaroo delete something. The Kangaroo delete. No wonder. Kangaroo delete this thing. Hi, Apurapo. Sorry. Please, if you can hear my voice, let me read out the comment mistake. Because we made a mistake at the beginning of this program and got deleted something. You have to go. Think enough. Okay, it's going. It's showing, yeah, showing. You can click it and I'll go to the other one. So you can understand now. Okay, now let me read out this thing. Let me read out this tweet. Link is there. You can click it and come in. Today, date Sunday, November 9, 2025. This is coming out from the ex-handle of Dr. Agi, Princess Agi, former Information Secretary. He said today's date, Sunday, November 9, 2025. Even though the Nigerian authorities, particularly the DSS, are notorious, you myself will go through this thing. This thing. Granted visitation access to Mazin Nikalo. Mazin Nikalo has been held in the DSS detention facility in Abuja, where he was being visited countless times, not only by his legal team, but also by various other individuals. Yet, it is deeply regrettable that since Simon incarceration in Finland, neither Ogechukwu Nkere nor Ngozi Orabeze has been fit to book a flight to visit him. According to know, since age were me and Dr. Ngozi Orabeze Ogenkere, on a link Dr. Ngozi Orabeze with Ogenkere, failed Ogenkere. Because I would have the last contract in for Toric Asif down, I will condemn USB, condemn Brigi, come and get the money. But it's all one who dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. You can't do that. You cannot katagi USB, ordained USB. We are not linked here to criminals. We are not linked the activities, ordained USB, not linked here to the activities of criminals. On this movement here, what you are committing is a spiritual treason. You are committing treason, spiritual treason, even physical one. You're not committing the both. Linking any USB activity, ordained USB activity, spiritually ordained USB activity, they will not link it to criminal activities of these fake freedom fighters. Any person that does that, anybody that does that, they are committing treason, and you pay heavily for that. So you wanna come here that now you wanna come on this tweet here. Throughout his entire trial in Finland, Ogechukwu Nkere never once traveled there to support him in court. As for Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, Ngozi Orabeze, doctor, Ngozi. I still have to put that doctor there because even when I'm saying I'm still calling her Dr. Agi. But you see, it's not tweeting here, addressing our Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. It is in Dr. Ngozi. If you the kind of insult, disrespect, that way. So she was calling her doctor when she was with her. It's not according to Google Pump and Clear now, eye service. He says to go, he calling her doctor. Go 247 also calling her doctor. That is now potassium, not Ngozi. Wahala. But so you go there we poor na that meeting now that na one ya to for resign no ga be put koto Ngozi or koto any person no ga learn ya akobido go koto putawago if no to na reputa or reputawago it's not going against her own promise because all the things say for bachakwara now who onye kporo ya afa bụ onye kpọrọ ya afa, ọ nọkwara onwe ya, nwe onye kpọrọ ya afa. Ịkpọ anyị afa, anyị ga-akpọkwara gị back. Iwuru ofu aka rụọ anyị, four fingers will be pointing back at you. Ọ dịrị onwe ya very, very easy. And I want to state it clear here. So, as for Ngozi, and also as for Ngozi, and she frequently claimed to have sent representative like Uche. But what prevented her from making a personal visit to Simon? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Ele Iwago accusation. He prevented madu. Onye mere na onye paying visit. Okwa blame game on outside the gate. Ne blame on them inside the gate. Somebody no outside the gate, ne blame on them inside. If you go, if I know, it has in us outside the name is instruct how it's supposed to be. Why? Each way resign now. Since you know how to do it. It must stay there and make it right. Let me just finish reading what he's saying here. Then before I say what I want to say. So now that Simon has been convicted, I conclude now. Now Simon I convict go here. Okay, no problem. And imprisoned in a facility open to visitors. Why have Ngozi and Ogechukwu Nkere see not make the effort to see him in Finland? If truly claim to stand in his place, upholding everything he has fought for until he has returned, why have you shown a prison visit in Finland, if only to speak with him face to face and update him on your progress in his absence? That advice. That advisors. Advice. They are always good in advising people. But how am I listening to anybody's advice? It doesn't work that way. Though the Finland may have compromised its principle in this case, it is not Nigeria, where one might fear that visiting Simon Ekpa could lead to arrest. Recently, Simon held a Zoom meeting with the several Biafrans. That Simon was meeting with several Biafrans. Neither Ogechukwu Nkere nor Ngozi Orabeze attended, and yet some of you still deceive yourself into believing that Simon maintains contact with these two betrayers. You know what? Oh my God. It's a pity. Understand this. Simon has fixed release date. He will soon complete his sentence, and upon his return, every one of your treacherous actions will come to an abrupt and final end. Yeah, written by Mazi Obinna. Yeah, published. Post ezigbo mmadụ na-afụ otu asị eme asị ndị ezigbo mmadụ. Okay, ọ chịrị ime onwe ya na asị ezigbo mmadụ, asị onye lọfụrụ gị foto asị eme, ọ chịrị present onwe ya na asị ndị lọfụrụ PM Simon Ekpa. Dr. Ngozi Orabeze hate ya. The only thing na-egbu m iwe, I don't want them to be linking what USB is doing with this Ogenkere. USB is so then. Then now na cabinet and the lawyer na serve one of their friends. They are then. Anytime you feel that nature zero, when they give them one bacha, or by force. Or by force, with one bacha, umendeka, there are no junk and anime. And I give you a naga. Don't try to be an impediment. I want come one here. Give photos we post this week now. Only know even more. You start wondering. You know, now. If you are the gullible ones now, this kind of tweet can catch the gullible ones. And that is what they are doing. I am a cooking crane name. I am a cavan van family name. I am the same thing now. They are all into one shoe. I am a cavan researcher name. One researcher now with them tweet now. I'm gonna go topic. nwaanyị isi ọcha titi a na-abata ya n'aka kịta na onwe na topic ọ ga-ebido na kwawa onye nka ya dọta gị ya na ọ ga-ebido chịwa ya ọchị andị mana ọ dọta gị a chụkwara ya ọkwa nwa chụpụrụ ya onye nwa onye mere oji onye nwa onye he was able to send that evil woman out. Chineke na yuzuru dọta gị ahụ chụọ nwaanyị ọjọọ a to use us on our course on our cabinet. She did a marvelous job, dọta gị. She was able to send that woman back in. The woman couldn't know her name. Now God, after God using you, sending this evil woman back in, the same woman now is sounding like man in Ishocha. When we hear the now, near and one put a bar now. We hear the with young one in Ishocha Nebuzi now. We hear the from you go 247 Nebu now. Have you now seen that they are now in one shoe? Up one day fight with one in Ishocha. Look at the animals no full shoe. What they call the bossa. What they call the egoro. I'm going for you. Now, let me now read out the tweet in conclusion with this. The Mappies, which is the current Secretary of Home and Interior, he now responded under that tweet of our tweet. Yes, yeah. Are you not a Biafran? Yes, are you not a Biafran? One thing I love so much about this, our sister Mad Peace, and our an integrity woman. She stand on the path of truth. Don't believe in equity and justice. And my fear in her. I want to buy a honor. You got fear in her action, in her fruit. You see it in her. I want to buy. I am say, by their fruit you shall know them. She has been there. All these women now, Mande, Margaret, Highway. On there, on what they are movement here. She didn't follow them. She stood her ground, defending the truth. Till date, she have never shifted a beat. My peace in a line here. Always a huge blessing to us in this Biafra movement. Always a warrior. Chineke na ba you mechebe ya. Odinda kunu gana goro forma. They are fighting a good fight for us, both in spiritually and physical. Like Dr. Ngozo Arabeze, like Pharmacy Diana, great women. Ilehanya, in them. The spirit of Biafra is living in them. That USA. I'm with the fear of the spirit of Biafra in them. And that is the reason why the spirit of Biafra will reveal the secret of this movement, honoring them, and our force. I'm at the time and the season on email, and they are now ready to back down. And they need the only I need no one aga. They need I need the distraction like Ibaza. Those women are for Brunamuma, Masnan Kalu Brunamuma. So no one appear, na Biafra go. What they are have to go down. On the man of money today. And don't you believe future H Georgia? Nobody future H Georgia. Don't they only when I get by you now. Your fan spirit will deal with that person mercilessly. You can toll around and go free. Only they define. Only that broke. You need to find them out and know them. And don't have to follow them. So I like him to reply only for here. Yes, are you not a Biafran? What stop you from buying tickets and visiting him yourself? Ticket. On the upper side the gate. They will be telling you go on inside the gate, how you're going to run inside your gate. And I call your come. What are they going at now? Tell us what your madam is doing. On there, tell us what your madam is doing. Tell us what you are doing. Go tag is when you are not there, when you are not in the system. How can you be out of the system? You're not on the system, can't find a minimum system. And I call the account. But if you're near, open doors now, go out, doors in the net. Doors one also, Doors one actually go. Can a blind mind lead? Can a blind mind lead on your force? I don't think not possible. So you want to visible, you want to buy ticket. Always cities in America. Yeah, but they got Finland. They got for your leader. Kagina did like it, but come on, God, why you got You can do it. If you learn that you will take an update. You got for the leader guardia. Me pray get if you ga come then I got just na na bara. Some of them are go find the ya para. Anya ba kwa na touch. Man this na send the voice. Man this up on our phone. Man this na got a Zoom meeting. When we day here. When you are gonna PM I ain't gonna analyze. I ain't got buy a touch. I ain't got we go scan am. I ain't wearing kai get with a two phone guy got two. We know our leader. We know our leaders. We know what they can say. We know what they can do. I know work from their hearts. One they can't deceive any genuine. You can't deceive any genuine Biafra. And keep as well. We have seen the light, and nobody's going to plan any darkness in us. So I like this reply. He said, "You pointing one finger at someone, but the finger are pointing at you." Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Arabeze is focused on the template handed over by our PM. She can delegate duties. Very simple, matured. Umuife, representing anywhere, anytime, any place. That's who we are. So much work up, Yama. We are running off this particular message this particular night. So when they are in the studio, and this is 3 hours already. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. Bear it in mind. Bear it in mind. Obinigwe ekuliena. Obinigwe ekuligo eluru ụmụ ya ọgụ. Adọ na-emere onwe ya afa na nke ikpeazụ ha. So you go to onye tinye yourself. This. Just hang on a minute. Yeah. We got to go to a message, so I want to confirm something. What is this word? Yeah. Okay, for her. In conclusion. Okay, for those who reply, yeah. These are the individuals who find it here. Their service. We want how. See, I want notice in resign. We told you Dotagi, don't come out to give us this government. I only hope I want now. I am a quayon. I am a here for politics. I am one day media unuchepa. I am one day media unuche. We are not vam. We are not Ogenkere. We are not Sonia Parawa. We are not one Yushocha. We are different. Media come from one and keep one all media with different, independent. And when you age the term no number the tongues are always I told them each. I told me each. Told them a pop. Told them call bomb. So Shemuano spirit anonymia, spirit of truth anonymia, come neso. Now now padoya, now him now from my own territory. Put in my own quota. Come there, man. Dame baby Pianco, Dame baby's opposition. But when you are called for service, I go for service. No, I go for service in any office. You check your own way. I go for any service. You check yourself. Mama, you get many. I'm talking about point. You check your own way. Mama, or you get many. You dress. George Gesse. No, service ana pogona. You can any of us in this movement, as long as we now. The government can call you for service at any time. They can come for service. For service. Don't force one. Open up service will be problem. They can call you for any service. But that work before guys are do, Joe Mugese. Madam, he many check you off Mofma. Yes, I know he get me. One nigga there, you must serve. You got serve. Why nigga serve? You must serve. You must represent that thing now USB representative. Away be agana na the position now. You guys there instead of going to go and serve. Gaga there gana ga piazinko. Iwo nyara. Gaga there na ga eswimi. Iwo nyara o gaga there na ga ele trap. Na cho na mo nya na ga mo nya. You guys keep focus on that duty ahụ. Biafra spirit jere ge. You get injury. You get serious injury. So kita na ha resign no ihe na-eme ha gazi underground. Now I pause and say some minds of now pretend as an angel of light. They pretend as in there go with the government. At least here has you bacha and we're a careful their reason. So that you run a bacha ta bafodia. Wonyara bafodia. But I image you bafu bami yourself. Millions are going to the movement here. When do behind your channel movement, and when they're not doing genuinely, let them be. Don't stop them. Go on, average you average, go average stomach go, got to a stomach go, up on the average you can't try to tire. You know, children also, you got the crush. All the spiritual, no one can beat. The channel museum, and there one. So, Chuku Gozio, Mazi Kano 07. These people wanting DPM to go. These people wanting DPM Ngozi to go to Finland in person are planning something against DPM. Okay, I want to talk about that. I talk about Finland. I did Finland. I say arrest him. He's the one that is insulting you, Finland. And every time I want to see Finland will suffer. No, Morea. I'm a member of my dear, and I want to call you what tata. And I say, I say that we water. Now, I have to see water. This is one of them. Can't get water. You know what this about water. Go buy the water now. You know what this about water. But I know God go say, I can't post. You know, to you about water. You go look at that. And when you need to learn how to reply them, you know, water. You go looking at that, you know, to contribution. When you know, to they talk at USB, and they don't put a USB. They don't contribute for you 10 cents. Don't they bring? I mean, Hannah will tell us what your madam is doing. I put that always go down condemn. Tina Mauritius say what? He said she is not perfect. And nobody is either. God bless her for holding our mandate so tight. Thank you, my sister. All we need is to support her, pray for all the genuine cabinet members. All I need, you support her, pray for her, and all the genuine cabinet members. Go on for if you buy you you talk about point. That little effort in they play, one play it on. One without my mother may appreciate to they beg appreciate. You will take one again. So joy in one of my hand no get any joy. Not all normal with their strength. The joy and with your strength. The Gregor Govt. Don't worry. You have to go. I'm in the any little bit in I got like a condemn for Tata. Without my foot, don't worry. My foot, don't worry. Just all my hand and no Biafra. Without more prempeo, Royagawaniru. You took my point. Without more prempe, Royagawaniru. Whether my name of Biafra so clear or click. On with time, they will appreciate you. My mega appreciate, nature can mega appreciate. What we do here is more spiritual than physical. So never you be target putanda na kwemu na give soro maka na kwemu na chiochi get up no kukwe. Get up no kukwe, rie na give me that. I get you we go pursue. Oto efu nwa ya dota give for putra na adapu no kukwe. Why you short target Gia work pepper soup? We'll go 247. Okay, Gia will work pepper soup. I need now because you can't eat your cake and have it back. Abo para chara, I will raise botifa. So long live Mazana de Carlo. Long live PM Samaneba. Long live Dr. Gozara Beze and all the general cabinet members. Long live. Long live all the genuine forces defending our land. Don't be ocha. The Uraga phone, the Unaga got invisible in front of our enemies. Unaga for our enemies, but our enemies can never see you. Our people far kind of gonna lose you. Go on, anonymous here, we rebel. Saying I will reach away our land. Make a sure each away our land. Make a sure each away our land. Don't go and do otherwise. It's going to be a commit where Gaga will make kidnapping. It's delegation or some nepa the Chineke na Bogoko. Some nepa to Nagasigan when they might kidnap. One boat to that was young. Young Biafra Liberation Army for defense, to defend the land, defend our people against invaders. That was the mission and always divine instruction. The Punyese Gateway, equal to Chapapria and Nigeria defend our people. Gaga would not game otherwise. The Kusuga Bogoko. Biafran land will deal with you mercilessly. With an honor. Then one you shut Agaku Kucharalize in now. Agaria now walk against USB. What to do? I found a Sahanina. I found us all of them today. I need an annual now, Babo. Because I have praised you because I realize that by the end, I need Kukurugu. Now, channel me first. One, how can I? He can name what to do. But if you refuse to do otherwise, if I blame for you, whatever. Oh, boss, I'm Bokurogo. I'm out of the one. The baby will go bring a sea baby and Kuga. But I'm going to be like Monagela, Gubaga Puyana as one. But if I keep a boy and one, the Benagela, he gave boom ella for real. For real, give boom ella. No the Jacka would I can't patron one for no reason. Ben Grega was over. Up was me for Baby and I come back to say, wow, and I know they dear. Then I love you guys all. I hope to see you some other time tomorrow. And may God bless us all. Yobla la bura pura puga batano from Wanyanga la buga la pofuma. Makagane Marai, not to me and Abali. The Boblos on Aga, China Kagasos or their life and direct. But the Gonola Chugada, on each Chugada, because one I need to church. I know I will mean what I know get any. I know that Jimmy will be in India at a bono way enough. And I perish. So become Obisas Rakaji and Aga. I know blasting I got the cat. I know blasting I gave you. Doing grass for each and every one of you. I love you all. From me, from here, it is good morning. There you go.
April 16, 1984, they came at dawn. Accused but never charged. 6 years withdrawn. But in that darkness, a deliverer was born. His name, Chiroma. Railway engineer with nothing but honest dreams, working for the nation, or so it seems. Coup attempt happened, North was blamed. Chiroma got arrested, 6 years unchained. Condemned with to Yoko, amnesty cried out loud. But Bia left him rotting, wouldn't be moved by the crowd. No trial, no justice, just darkness and despair. But he taught himself English, God was meeting him there. In the prison cell, he learned compassion's power. That's where Chiroma grew. In the longest night, preparing for this hour. That's what suffering do. When you've been where the people are, felt their pain, you can break their chains. Now he's running for their freedom, nothing to gain. Chiroma, Chiroma, the deliverer. save us still. Vote Chiroma, yes we will. Trust Chiroma, he's so real. It's that Chiroma understands our freedom's in his hand. They try to break his spirit, thought 6 years was enough, but trials only make you stronger when you're made of tougher stuff. From prisoner to minister, then back to opposition, because he saw the suffering, needed a new vision. June 24, 2025, he walked away from power, said I can't defend this system for one more hour. Left the government to fight for you and me. That's the kind of leader who will set our nation free. Joseph was forgotten in Pharaoh's darkest cell, but God was preparing him a story he would tell. From prison to prime minister, God's timing is divine, and Chiroma's story echoes through the sands of time. 6 years in darkness prepared him for this day, to lead Cameroon forward in a brand new way, not with bitterness or hatred, but with vision clear. Chiroma's time is now, the moment's here. Chiroma, Chiroma the deliverer. He's been tested, he's been tried. Bakari is a Bakari, nothing left to hide. Chiroma, from Kondengui to the palace, watch what God will do. Chiroma, Chiroma the deliverer, he's delivering you. If you've ever felt imprisoned by the system, if you've ever felt forgotten in your struggle, if you've ever wondered if change could come, remember Chiroma's name. 6 years in chains, now he's breaking yours. Vote October 12.
Enugu, I see you. There were one April late. April late, I know what's your one April. Tomorrow, it was opportunity. They will thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Tina Sumaze Kano 07. Greet you people. Come up. So do we know you are going to buy what mic? Do we know? Now I'm on notice. I want in no matter. That's the time you get you here. Do we do? As you do we do? That's respect you. So much respect for you there. Thank you so much. I'm not one there. So I greet you all. Nearly joining up earlier. Same Satina. Doguenugu, Maze Kano. Check Glitters. Stella Uzuka. The rest of you people. Lovely day. Beauty for Christ. No one goes on because tomorrow when I go Mananya. They want I need to wake up very early in the morning. Mass school. When tomorrow they won't good night. Oh.